might make you say wow. Let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shelf around the nation. Let's start shooting the shelf.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know what that voice inflection was, but welcome to Shooting the Shelf, episode 38 of season 4, aka 168. I'm Jesse Arnold, and over here is my stalwart companion, co-host, brother in arms, or
lover,
brother in paintbrush. I didn't say blubber.
Oh, nothing.
Brother.
Never mind. Oh no, I was just never mind. I was adding to it.
Oh, am I blubbering? Yes, I am blubbering.
No, I said lover.
Oh no, definitely not that.
Sure,
no one loves me like that. I would know. Thanks, G.
Oh, nice. Miss Hunter X.
Tonight, I forgot to change my name tag, so it's already a spoiler, but we already know he's on the show. We're going to be bringing on the one and only new Wolf King, long may he reign.
Dallas Mavericks.
What?
No, it's not Dirk Nowitzki.
I don't know what that is.
Basketball player. All right.
Van, did you watch the song? Yep. Looks like you missed the song.
Was here
guess
early.
What? Yellow Hoodie is back, and I'm just gonna say this: it's staying. So get over it. It's not what you say it is, and that's the end of it.
Okay.
But I also thought having the Just Shelve It sign back there instead of in the kitchen was a nice touch. So,
very nice.
Yeah, eat shit, different Sunday. Oh, sorry, same shit, different Sunday. Whatever.
Yeah, Sonic.
Yeah. So I guess there's no point in
Sonic. Speaking of Sonic, he did eat shit. I made it to 2000.
Ooh, congratulations, bud.
Yeah. He totally ate shit. So
gross. That's gonna make a weird Sonic 4.
That's true. Should I call out the people in the chat thing? Oh, actually, you do that. I got to do something real quick.
Okay, well, Curtis changes his underpants. Let's see.
Don't bring anybody on yet.
StreamYard is here. Welcome, StreamYard. Wholesome Warlock, Crom 316, J-Mac, Brian Carr. I know I'm not doing this as nicely as Curtis does, but that's what you get when you sub in for the pinch hitter. Dub3, Mike V, that's me. Hold still for that. Oh, it's on loop. Dang it. Smooth. It bumped me all the way up back to the bottom. Mike V, that's me. Darla Akerman, Curtis knows her. James Studio Samudio. Google Sickle. Did I lose audio? What's going on?
It's a chic video or something like that.
Nailed it.
One more time, Ricky. One more time.
Yeah. Google Sickle, Kui, Echoes of Rio, something like that.
Yeah. In case anybody missed that, that is Google Sickle GUI, Echo Zaria or something. So
he's also here.
Yeah.
Cincy John.
Hold on, I got it.
Patrick Boyle. Jesse Marshall.
I'm gonna have to mute him again.
What?
I'm here. I can say the names. I said that.
You were muted when you said that before.
I don't think so. Maybe I was. I don't know. Jen, aka Lucky
You were
Sprinkles.
talking and I couldn't hear you.
Okay. We got I Am is here. Everything else is silent. Let's see. Tanya McCoy is here. I got to paint with her last weekend at Jolanta. And this Saturday on Mod Squad. So let's see. And they got Jim this week, Jim Preziosi on Legion's Ladies. So check that out. Let's see. Got El Tidy here. What's up, Brett? Kevin McCoy is here. Got to see him last weekend as well. Got Notorious Tofu. Brian Lynn, Carver Customs, is here. He said, "Let there be light." And there was. Van, he got snacks. I appreciate you tuning in, Van. I know he was over watching Brick with Jeremy, but now we can't hear you. Now you're definitely like, I don't know what's going on. Hank is here. We got Crom 316, aka Mark, put together an awesome bracket on Friday night. Eric Miller's still upset about it. So, Mark, you got to answer some questions from Eric. Douglas Tupper is here. Jordan says delay, ? Probably. He was delaying earlier, and I think he's even more delayed now. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Jay, Low Fidelity Customs, is here. He's been doing some awesome stuff. Got Faust 6. Arthur Zoran is here. He was also in the studio today. Got Dusty Standifer. Dusty, I did see your promo finally from My Wife Is Going to Kill Me last week. Very entertaining. And then it followed up by Steven basically saying, "Nuh-uh, you're that, what you said about me." So pretty good comeback. Let's see, we got Stacy Lynn here. Scrolling. We've also got Satanic Goat Horseshipping here. We're not going to be giving away any prizes on this episode. Next Saturday, but not this episode. Just FYI. Got Benny Torres in the house. El Spooky Zorro and one of one Jeremy Govier. So, and that is it. That is all the names in the chat. Are you there now, Jesse?
I don't know. Am I?
I think so.
Are any of us really here?
Yes. I think we've got a guest to bring on, correct?
Oh, can we?
Yeah. Do your talk them up and all that, your hype machine thing.
Okay. All right. Coming to us live from right here next to me, not currently at the moment, but momentarily, the one and only new reigning king of Wolf King Customs and Dirk Designs. Let those raccoon noises intensify, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dirk.
Dirk was a boy with a heart of gold. In the woods, tales of bravery unfold. Every night under the moonlight's glow, raccoons he'd say he'd never let go. Dirk the brave with courage divine, in those wonder years a hero shine. Running wild through paths so free, with a smile he's where he's meant to be.
Dirk's song goes hard.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Dirk.
And it's weird because I've got the regular YouTube channel. Right. Are we on a delay again?
Fine. A little bit, but that's all right.
Okay.
Van wants to know why you shaved Dirk's mustache.
I didn't.
That's not what it appears. He had a mustache. He was at Joe Landa last week with a mustache. He shows up at your place. Now all of a sudden, no mustache.
The reason behind shaving the mustache is more of a Purple Gang topic of discussion than a shooting the shelf. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it's a for the streets kind of conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Fairly inappropriate.
I did want to say though, because I just mentioned we're going to head with Brick right now, which is not normally a big deal because who watches Brick show, but Darla went.
Views and opinions of Chris Akerman do not necessarily reflect those.
But he's got Jeremy on, so I popped over there to say hi to Jeremy, and I noticed while I was over there, Brian Carr did a thing. I didn't know. I forgot we had these called a super chat. So I don't know if you guys are used to doing those, but apparently we have them here. And if we do get, we're going to put a modest number. We're going to say $20. If we get $20 in super chats tonight, Dirk is going to wear the yellow sweatshirt that Jesse has in the background. So
no,
that's
he's not, because I
number.
haven't worn it yet.
I've already stated it. It's the number. So
no,
will you put it on real quick?
Sam V is here. Let's see.
Can I make him wear the other yellow sweatshirt that was hanging there for 2 years?
Kyle Robinson. Sure.
Okay.
Whatever, as long as it's yellow and it's been there for a while and it's been on screen. So yeah, exactly what Jordan said. You have to honor it. So
I don't, but
yeah.
If I'm gonna wear the one that's been sitting there for a while, I guarantee Van will pay $20.
That's only the one that's been there for like 2 or 3 weeks. The other one's hanging up in the entrance.
The crusty one.
It's not crusty.
Supposedly crusty.
It's not crusty.
But supposedly.
Van will pay $20 right now to see me put that sweater on.
He may have already left. He goes to sleep early on Sunday.
John. Cincy John. I don't even know who that is. Who's Cincy John?
He's a
really cool
photographer. He's awesome. Yeah. And he's a Ohio boy. You should love him.
You get that one. I'll get this one. We'll put both of them on. How's that?
Oh,
does that earn the
sweatshirt
$20?
action? Yep, double sweatshirt action. Thanks, Cincy John. Says somebody wear it. Well, they're both gonna wear it. So, and while they're doing that, I am gonna pull up the slideshow. Actually, I'll pull up this one first because I've already got it ready. This is for the 2,000 subs on Art by Akerman. We have a massive giveaway next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Where we will be giving away this guy, which is a dwarf that the top portion is painted by Jesse. That weapon there is put together by Anthony House Seal. So we got this kind of Rama dwarf. We've got this World of Warcraft statue that is available. We also have this pop and swap with a Stephen Bisciotti orc skeleton head, a Silver Knight, a Cosmic Creator 2-pack. So all of those prizes that I just mentioned are going to be for people that are watching the stream. And then the rest are going to be for people that are members of the channel that have subscribed $1.99 a month. So we have this Ram Man tribute. We have Fotho, which if you've been watching my mail calls, you will know this was my fake Otho stand-in with the bishop head. And he's got blue tack for a neck. No neck, just a big glob of blue tack as a neck. So now that I've got real Otho, I'm giving away Fotho, and you could be eligible to win Fotho in the giveaway. We also have a Fury Clan Orc, and Enoch. Dirk, Enoch is a Templar that's in the All-Stars wave. So, and then we also have a test shot of Jacob Marley. So that is all of the prizes that are going to be given away next Saturday on Art by Akerman, 7 p.m. Eastern. So
it's a good thing I'm a channel subscriber, so I might be able to get my hands on an Enoch finally.
There you go. There you go. We also got a 1999, which thank goodness for Cincy John, because this was 1 cent short of being, hitting the goal.
Yep. It wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. It says it has to be the OG stiff one or I may demand a refund. And then we got Laughy Face, Purple Heart, Laughy Face, Purple Heart, Laughy Face, Purple Heart, Laughy Face, Purple Heart. So
this is the Cabal one that's been hanging up there for the last year.
How's it feel? Is it comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That's legit OG Wolf King soft goods right there.
Yeah.
It's got the Cabal logo on the back, which is why it was on the chair, because I was trying to show my support of the community. But, Oh, you just deleted my slides. No, they didn't. I did.
No, I
my
deleted
left or
my
right.
slides. I deleted my slides.
Yeah, I caught that.
Oh, okay.
And this is my new Derpy Tiger from K-Pop Demon Hunters sweatshirt that I've only had for like 2 or 3 weeks. And this is my first time wearing it.
Hmm.
It's not been 3 years, G.
I don't even know what this means.
I do, and that's disgusting. You know what's happening on this channel next week? Fuck all.
There you go. Logan likes the K-pop cat shirt. He probably thinks that you have Riz, Jesse, but apparently Logan says that I don't. Well, actually, I have more Riz than Van. He ranked us last week. I was next to Dirk. Dirk had the highest amount of Riz. No,
Jordan.
Was Dirk. It was Jordan had the highest, and then you, and then
Jordan.
me, and then Van.
I thought it was you and then me.
Okay, maybe. I know Van was last. I think I was
Van.
second.
Van was last.
Yeah, Van was definitely last in
Jordan,
Riz.
You, me, and then Van.
I love when people get surprised that I swear like I've never done. Like I do it. It's not like. It's definitely not the first time I've done it on this show.
Yeah, Jesse, come on.
Or
We're going head to head with Dirk
Van
now. We got to be wholesome. Gosh, dang it! All right, we're gonna get into shelf selections. Right now, we're losing the ratings war. We're trying to come back. Sorry, folks. We're gonna get better. But this is the segment where we found some stuff during the week that inspired us, and now we're gonna talk about them. And Jordan's gonna try to guess whether each one is mine or Jesse's. So, and here we go. Here's the first picture. So, folks in the chat, take your guess. Is this Jesse or is this Curtis? What do you think, Dirk?
Jesse.
Let's see
I think
what
it's
the
a Jesse
chat's
pick.
got. Chat. Jeremy Govier says Curtis. Brett says Jesse. Jordan says Curtis. Curtis is the right answer. This is Curtis. And I don't know if he got both of these back to back because there was a behind the scenes. And
I'm not a moron. Well, I'm not a complete moron.
Okay. So here's the behind the scenes of it. I just think this was cool the way this is set up. Got like the cotton ball thing there and the light behind it and the body coming through, and it's being propped up here by the pole. And I'm just realizing you guys can't see my cursor. But then it comes out like this and it just looks phenomenal. So this is figured_wood. And yeah, I just thought this came out fantastic. So guys, thoughts on this?
Dirk's typing something into his phone, so I'll go first. It is a great shot. As soon as you sent it, I thought it was really cool. The behind the scenes is awesome. That's one of those Street Fighter burn attack figures, right? They had at SDCC.
Sure.
Right? Because they did a blue one and an orange
Street
one.
Fighter ones, yeah.
What did I say?
I think you did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really cool. The lighting on it is great. Like it looks like actual fire.
This is 1/18th scale, right?
Those look like 1/6 or 1/12.
Yeah.
Sorry, those are classified Joes.
Yeah.
Are they? They look like it's got the kind of O-ring crotch there. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe just
I don't look at crotches that
weird
close.
crotch.
I just see the elbow joint looks like a.
Because the
Oh yeah, it does have double elbow. Yeah, you're right.
With Jada.
Yeah. Dirk, thoughts on this?
It's an awesome shot. The way the way all the lighting matches of like the fire and stuff, and like you can kind of feel the motion of this guy just getting like blasted through the door. I really wanted to get those Jada 2-packs just for this accessory. Yeah,
that's cool. We also have Shelf of Legends join us. Says good evening, welcome. Yeah, they did a kick-ass job. So nice work. Here's our next one, folks in the chat. Take a guess. Who's this? Is this Jesse or is this Curtis? Dirk, thoughts on this one? What do you think, Curtis or Jesse?
Definitely Jesse.
You're right. It is Jesse.
Yeah.
It is a gimme. He's going to alternate from now on. So there's no more guessing. But yeah, Jesse, talk about this one. What do we got?
This is Veronica.ayers.75 from Instagram. Just recently came across this account. And of course, you got two of my favorite Star Wars characters right here. And, you know, outside, you've got the lake or river, whatever that is, the sunset. I like the kind of forced perspective, how it makes these 6-inch figures look like they're real people standing on the seaside. And a rare moment of peace for these two characters.
Yeah. I mean, love the outdoor stuff. You got, you know, capturing that sun right at that one moment right before it I guess before it goes down all the way. Yeah. So really nice shot. Oh yeah. Hands up, Jesse.
I just want to say, I'm not going to boo this picture because they're not proposing at a movie theater.
Oh, okay.
Or at all.
All right. Dirk, thoughts on this one?
It's a fairly like romantic looking picture. Like you see it on a pamphlet for an all inclusive Tatooine resort or something where they're just kind of out there to relax and in between missions, I guess. Yeah, it's a neat. I like when you mix outdoor photography with figures because it brings a whole different level of realism to it.
Yeah, I think they did a great job of capturing that. So, what do you guys think about sand, though? Don't you find it to be coarse?
It gets everywhere.
Yeah, it does. It does get everywhere. All right, next one is one of mine. And
Curtis picked this one.
Yeah, I did. This is Maverick Phantasmagoria. Used to be Nerd Mythical, but he has since changed it. It is now Maverick Phantasmagoria. And this account is one that is one of my favorites to go to. He does all kinds of cool pop and swap stuff. And they just kick ass. And I'm actually going to have him on How'd They Do That segment coming up soon. But yeah, this thing just looks phenomenal. Like this gives me total Warhammer vibes. Which is, you know, that Joy Toy Warhammer is something I'm trying to stay away from because I know that's a rabbit hole. But yeah, this thing looks badass. Dirk, we'll go to you next.
Same thoughts. This is coming right out of the Warhammer 40K world. The blues is, you know, ultramarine. Then having like the bones and the skull and stuff. It's really cool. It's a new look.
Even has a little chain with the book there hanging off the waist. Yeah.
Oh, that's why Curtis picked it.
And using the Necronominus, like the bones hanging down stuff. So
yeah.
Yep. Jesse, thoughts on this?
That is off to the side.
I think it's really cool. It might be a skeleton head off of what's that off of? Bluilla snake, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
On where?
His right shoulder.
I think it's the Gideon. Or is it Gideon? No. Yeah, the pauldron thing. The insert.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Oh, yeah. The eagle emblem.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
No, this is really cool. I'm not opposed to Warhammer. I'm not into it enough to really know. I know it's something a lot of people see in this figure build, and it's just cool to see someone do just pretty much a pop and swap. I mean, there's some cut pieces and stuff, but I think it's really cool looking. It's definitely a different look with that mix of soft goods and that the chain mask and everything is really cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to use that mask with a hood, but it totally works. I love it. So, all right. Next one is one of Jesse's.
So I picked this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Chris Pop and Swaps. He's a lot of cool pictures, but this one I just thought was cool seeing that Arazak head on like a bare torso dwarf, like forging and breaking the hammer off at that point. I was like, that yelling, it just really sells the, the forging aspect of this shot. And I just think it's really cool that red coming in gives off the heat of the forge and everything. I think there's a couple people in the community who should definitely be following this guy's account and paying attention, because this picture is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I did not know of this account. I'm now following it. It says he's got 155 followers. So everybody that's watching, please go and give this a follow if you're not already. But yeah, really cool shot. I like the mix of parts to make it, feel like he's wearing like those, kind of blacksmith gloves, but he's still got the bare arms, and then using the wizard head on a dwarf body is an interesting choice that I don't think I would have thought of. And then I guess like broke the handle on the hammer to make it smaller. And yeah, so really cool. I love the way it all came together. Dirk?
The hammer with the short handle makes like the head of the hammer seem so much larger. So having him like holding it in the air, and he's got, the yelling and stuff, like a lot of power in the picture, that it takes a ton of strength to lift this hammer, and then he's just going to come, flying down with it to forge these dwarven weapons and stuff. So it's a neat shot. It's really cool.
Yeah, totally. Jordan makes a good point. Dwarves aren't bad, but the fans. Freaks Figure is going to have to check the replay over at Bricks. Did I miss anything here? No, we're just getting into the shelf selections. Dirk is here. He is wearing Jesse's hoodie. That pretty much catches you up. We appreciate that you've chosen to watch
40
us.
minutes away from me.
Oh yeah,
just across the border in Michigan. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate in the ratings war that's going on currently between us and Brick that you chose us. So thank you.
No ratings war.
It's 100% a war.
We're maybe down 5 people from our normal view, and that's
no prisoners.
No.
This is one of my picks. This is the.nerdy.forge. This is just kind of creepy swig butcher thing going on. I don't know. It's scary and creepy, but it's awesome. And I think my favorite part is like the light on the end of the butcher, the cleaver there. Like it's just like, yeah. So anyway, really good job. It's creepy, but it's awesome. Good job. Dirk.
There's a lot. I'm still looking at it. There's a lot to look at.
Does it look like Jesse's basement?
It's much nicer than the basement.
Yeah, less blood. Awesome picture. I'm still looking at all the little vials. I'm wondering like what he's got, because there's stuff in each one you can tell, but lot of attention to detail. And even just kind of the swig. I like seeing the soft goods hood on swig. I think that's a really cool look for him.
Mm-hmm. Jesse?
I love it. It feels like the Goblin theater troupe doing Sweeney Todd or something. I love it. That's not an insult. Like, it feels like the way it's lit and the way the set is built around it. Like, you've got the rafter. It feels like a stage production.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's like, at last, my arm is complete again, and he's going to start singing about putting people into meat pies and, feeding the rats or something. It's great. I absolutely love it. I like that hood is really cool. I don't think I've seen one with the collar like that. Especially that he's wearing it with his apron. So he had to tuck the hood up and put the apron. Yeah, this is really cool. And is that just like a fresh slice of bacon off of that rat?
I have no idea.
If you can get bacon out of rats that easy, I think I have a new hobby.
That's how the Black Plague is spread, Jesse. Terrence says Nerd Forge is actually putting together a little kit that you can pre-order. They will bring to Legions Con if you buy. So kit for what? Like, are we talking about the diorama, the soft goods, the bacon? Because I'll pre-order bacon right now. Like, if you tell me we can pre-order bacon, I'm in. So Van is telling me to send Trevor the link, but we don't do that on this show. So next, which first off, before I go to the next picture, I just want to say that since Jesse falsely claimed that we're not in the ratings war, we lost 3 viewers because they're going to the channel that is taking the ratings war seriously. I just want everybody that's still watching to know I do take this ratings war seriously.
I still see the same number. It just dropped to 2 after you said that, though.
See what you're doing, Jesse? All right, here we go. Next one.
Yeah. All right, Trevor, do you want the link? So this is from Alberto, right? Plastic. What is it? There we go. Plastic Platorium. With the new scaphoid getting announced last week, I just thought this was a really cool shot. I love the purple lighting, the stone effects. Like this makes him feel really ominous for this older version of the character, and a nice reminder, that like just because it's old parts doesn't mean it can't still take awesome photos. Yeah, I just think this is a really fun, cool look.
Awesome. I love the shot here, like the way that we've got like this really smooth column on this side and then kind of rough column on the other side, the kind of purple lighting that's coming from behind just makes them look super cool. I'll be honest, I was surprised that this was the next Legacies of Mythos figure because I think it's fucking cool as hell as is. So I wasn't really sure how they were going to kind of make this better. And the soft goods are nice, and it's nice having kind of the leather, I guess, boots instead of the armored boots. But I mean, this is still a really awesome figure. So, Dirk.
Yeah, the classic scaphoid's still one of my top 10 figures, easy. So seeing him get some love like this is always still very refreshing. Yeah, it's just a very imposing picture. Like what Jesse said, the dio itself, the lighting, like the fog and stuff. It's just a really cool shot.
And there's been a couple photos now that we talked about the lighting, and I just want to thank Brian Lynn for allowing everybody to use light in these photos. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Next one is one of my picks. This is Cloud_Network. And she's been doing a few photos with this like throne here. She did one with Zarya, one with Urxa, and then this one here with Thrace. And I think this was my favorite, mostly because I don't know how to read, and I'm kind of envious of this. But yeah, I like this with the little what do they call it? Is it a brazier? Is that what it's called over on the side?
Yeah.
Okay. And then like the use of the heads in front there, I think is just really well done. And yeah, it's just kind of a cool kind of lounging reading pose. I think it's awesome. So we'll go to Dirk on this. Dirk.
It's a fun picture. Just the laid back, pose that she's probably reading some super evil spell book or something, but she's just kind of kicked back, enjoying it.
I think it's a romantasy book.
I think okay. Yeah. Maybe.
What do you think is on that one page right there that she's looking at? Because it looks like a picture. I thought it was a rocket ship. It looks to me like a rocket ship. But
it's not a rocket ship. It's a foot.
It's a foot?
Was it foot?
Yeah.
Can I pretend it's a rocket ship still?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Yeah. I like the inclusion of the different, like the skull pack at the bottom too. Kind of shows different. It's kind of a nice touch.
Yeah, doing awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Jesse, thoughts on this one?
This is Cloud is absolutely killing it with these setups and these shots. Like she's always been putting up cool pictures, but like they're getting into these poses and posts where they feel more slice of life and not necessarily like epic, Mythic Legion, like, but it still fits. It works. Like, I'm trying to say something nice, and as always, it sounds like I'm not. It feels, I don't know. I think it's awesome. I love the throne. Gives off a little bit of that Bo-Katan from that episode in Mandalorian where she's on the throne.
Yeah,
it's like, did she just run and sit there so he
Just
could like walk
fucking
in?
chilling. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's like, all right, who's Thrace pretending to be all nonchalant for, or is she just really, enjoying her book
About rocket ships
and feet? Because I mean, I figure she's like looking at her foot, like there's something on that page. It's like an inverted foot, sticking up, and she's checking out her own foot to see if she's got bone spurs or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's a guitar.
It
looks like one of those like those like electric guitars that are like V-shaped.
I think it looks like something else that I'm not going to say on the show because this isn't Purple Gang Gang. And just for the record, Terrence did send a link. I'll bring it up later when we're done with the show to the two nerdy girls that whatever that forge soft goods and stuff. I'll throw it up in the chat after this.
Anybody in the chat feel like this really is a rocket ship? Let me know in the chat because I'd really like it to be a rocket ship. I'd really like to think that she was like in the Young Astronauts Club when she was younger, when she was in school. And she still kind of dreams about being an astronaut. So that's kind of what I want it to be. So let me know in the chat if anybody is with me on that. Next, one of Jesse's.
So this may shock a lot of people. No one twisted my arm to share this one. It was sent to me by someone. I can't remember who. But it's Rogan Gambit, 97 outfits. I don't know where that soft good came from for his coat. I don't think that's what he came with. I think he had plastic, right? Yeah.
Well, I believe this is the new one. Maybe not. There's a new like cartoon or comic book, more accurate, I guess, Mafex one. I think CT Toys might have come out with one, so it might be that. I don't know for sure.
Okay. Well, it's definitely the Marvel 97 Rogue or the Marvel Legends one. But I like the slice of life look of it, just walking down the street, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the original cartoon. I did like the 97 reboot last year or earlier, whenever that was. And I just love, again, using all the other figures to just do street dressing. So you got the Netflix Matt Murdock in the background and America Chavez up front. I don't know who's on the far left. Maybe one of the tracksuit guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the nice street dial. It's just a fun slice of life shot. Even in I'm not a fan of this couple.
Dusty did agree that it looked like a rocket ship, so thank you. Yeah, I like the fact that you do have all the kind of extras in there, but they're blurred out so that your focus is in the middle. I love the kind of walking poses. I never understand how like people actually get them to just stay like that unless they're using some sort of stand that they're then photoshopping out, but like if they're just balancing them on their like toe and heel there, like that's ridiculous. But yeah, really cool. I love the street dial, love everything going on, the trash can and stuff on the side. So beautifully done.
And you know how you can tell they're not an in-sync couple? Because their feet are in opposite sync.
Maybe they mirror each other perfectly.
That's not how that works.
Dirk.
Everything you guys said. I kind of wish they would have focused more on the trash can off to the side there, or included
probably raccoon in there.
Some more trash. Yeah. But other than that, it's a really good like capture of motion. Like I feel like if you had like 3 or 4 more shots, you would actually kind of like feel them walking. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, beautiful. Next is one of mine's. I'm not sure if he's still watching or if he left due to the ratings war, talk from Jesse. But this is Low Fidelity Customs, our good buddy Jay. And this thing is just fucking like, I just saw this and I was like, holy shit. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know what parts are going into this. I'm not sure who thinks of this. I'm not like a Sphexian or bug kind of guy. Like, I don't like bugs. But this thing's fucking cool. Like, this is just
Well, good news, scorpions aren't bugs, so
the fuck are you talking about?
they're not bugs.
What do you mean it's not a bug?
It's an arachnid.
That's a fucking bug.
Actually,
I didn't say insect. I said a bug. It's a bug.
Mm.
It is a mother. I'm gonna kick him off the
See,
show.
Curtis swears a lot, and no one bats an eye.
Because
I say
you're
it
saying
once.
you're trying to actually be that this isn't a bug. That's a fucking bug. That is a bug. Crazy. Gosh. Anyway, this thing's
No,
fucking
not
cool.
Magneto, MJ.
This is cool, and great job with the paint job and the colors. But the build, I think, is as impressive, if not more so, than the paint job itself. Dirk.
Yeah, awesome paint job. I've actually been talking to Low Fidelity quite a bit. He's been sharing all kinds of crazy customs he's working on, and it's a big piece. Jason Rodriguez did most of the sculpt when he was selling one of his part packs, and I think it was like a bonus thing. So like if you were one of the first 10 people to buy it, you got these parts, and then the head is Wolf King.
Yeah, that's one of the 12 for 25 that ended up being like 4 for 25.
Yeah. Great paint job, though.
Scorpions are not bugs. Bugs are insects.
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you right in the fucking groin. All right, Jesse, thoughts on this one?
I think it's awesome. It's
bug.
creepy as hell. I think arachnids are far worse than bugs. Because why do you need 8 legs? Why do you need 8? 6 is more than enough. 8 and arms with claws, and you got a tail with poison or venom. I see that. I'm going to get confused on poison and venom. They're different. One's a touch, one's an injection. I think venom's the injection, poison's the touch. But either way, yeah, I think it's really cool. And just so you know, there are 2 pictures, so you can show the other one if you want to, Curtis.
Yeah, I forgot there was a second picture. I got caught up on all the actuallys going on. If it's little and it crawls around, it's a fucking bug.
What if it's big and crawls around and is a bug?
The face huggers from Aliens, fucking bugs.
No.
Bugs. Yes.
Those are not bugs.
They are bugs.
It's not how science works.
Next.
This is from M_W_Forrester. Another page that's had some really killer photos. I mean, just in general, but this week I saw several. I had to choose one. So I went with this one. I like, it's right in that Halloween cold, damp earth coming up out of the grave. Just the unnatural pose of the arm, like that back elbow and the way it's focused on the head. I just think this is really, again, it captures the figure in a way that does not make it look like a figure. Yeah.
There's been a lot of cool shit that's come out from the Horsemen this year. Some awesome waves that have landed and hit people's hands. I think that this head from that Undead pack might be the coolest individual piece that's come out this year. We've seen it in a lot of toy photography, and just that like really creepy kind of the jaw hanging off vibe of this has made for some awesome photography, and this is one of those. Just the kind of looking like it's climbing out of the ground, and the background and the tombstone, like this is really well done, and I think it just highlights how awesome that singular head from that pack is. So Dirk.
Awesome shot. Having the focus, since it's all very similar color palette, having the zombie coming out so close to the shot and everything. I was even telling Jesse earlier that head sculpt also makes a nice accessory. With the jaw being loose, you can actually like kind of weave it into one of the belt loops. So it can be like, I've got a couple orcs that have it like as a trophy that is just like hanging off their belt.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's cool. Awesome piece. Awesome photo.
Very cool. Captain Firebeard Baker is predicting a new Dragon 4-pack, pre-ordering at $3,000. So,
for the new graveyard set.
Yeah, I can see that. Graveyard dragons. Yep.
Yeah.
Next one. Oh, there's no more. That's it. All right. Did you want to pull up that thing from Terrence?
I mean, I can. It'll take a second, but sure, I can do that.
Oh, actually, I should probably do it because your computer sucks ass. Actually,
it doesn't. I mean, it's not great, but it doesn't. Do
Sorry,
that.
your internet sucks ass. How about that?
Somebody's, not mine.
All right. So let's see. So this is
we didn't let Dirk pick any G. I'm sorry.
This is what we've got here. And that's kind of another shot of the photo that we were just looking at. But what is okay? It looks like
Oh wow, okay.
cleaver table there. Here we got the hood, cape, short sword. So it looks like some different things in here. I don't see the set that he's talking about.
What's that? The table?
Is it like I see this here and it says pick up at Legion's Con, but I don't see, unless you're just piecing the stuff together individually.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Well, he said that there was what didn't he say there was like a 2-pack set or something?
No, I think that's. I think it was. I think he said 2 nerdy girls or something like that.
Okay,
that's what it says on the under the nerdy forge. It says the 2 nerdy girls or something like that.
Yeah. Let me just look at products here. See what we got.
I don't know why I'm putting my mouse over that screen. I can't control it.
Okay. I don't see what you put in chat because it's a link and it's not showing up. Text it to me or send it. Actually, send it via Messenger. Sorry, I'm talking to Darla.
Are they new?
Yeah, they got a lot of soft good stuff in here. That's pretty cool. Love this one.
This is the site for the soft goods and Dio stuff coming to their first Legion's Con this year. 2 nerdy girls.
This one's cool. Old cottage diorama platform.
That one picture. He just
okay.
I said because he wasn't paying.
All right, Darla just sent me something. What did Darla send me? I don't know.
Now comes the part of the show where we watch Curtis do an internet search.
I didn't pull up anything. So it says this store does not exist. So I don't know what she's stolen. But anyway,
I don't
check that out. Yeah, do they have a table? I don't know. It says picking up at Legion's Con. So I don't know. If anybody knows anything about anything, let me know. So,
I know that scorpions are not bugs or insects.
Fucking asshole.
I think they'd be all the way at the bottom if they're new.
Yeah, that's what I just put in here. Oh, you forgot the. That's why.
I don't.
That's where I just was at.
I think they're coming from the UK, so I think.
Or okay.
I believe.
Yeah. Says you can pick it up at Legion's Con, but I don't. I mean, I would hope that they have a table.
I'm guessing they're going to take pre-orders and then hand them out to people.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I guess some cool stuff.
They can probably dodge the tariff stuff that way. I am at to some extent.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I mean, pretty neat shit. I love this this table here, this set. Hey, look, you got Thistlethorn in this one.
They are not selling at the show, so you would have to buy ahead of time.
Gotcha.
But I did a live stream the other night, and one of them was in the chat talking for a little bit at like 1 o'clock in the morning their time or something. That's pretty cool.
I like this.
The campfire. Yeah.
No, this thing.
Oh, that's pretty cool too.
Oh, there's a book. It doesn't have a chain though.
Have you seen that new 112?
Oh, it's got a jar of fingers. Ugh.
Fingers?
That's what it says. It says fingers. This one's poison. This one says eyeballs. Ugh. Gross. Actually, eyeballs aren't really eyeballs unless blah, 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 blah.
I'm getting really weirded out because I keep getting messages from people like sending me a link to Two Nerdy Girls, and I'm like, what is this going to open up?
Standard Jordan. Just
yeah.
Okay, yeah. No table, but they're given an option to pick up. Okay, cool. Campfire set. Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it's definitely not toes, so that's good, but still a jar of fingers is kind of weird too.
I mean, where do you think finger licking good comes from?
From the Colonel.
Yeah.
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 No, you're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
In his popcorn
Something's
chicken
wrong
fingers.
with your medulla oblongata.
Chicken fingers, come on. Didn't say human fingers, did it?
No, it didn't. It just said fingers. You're right. It's my bad. Thanks for actuallying me a second time.
That was more of a guided conclusion, not an actually. That was an actually.
So, Dirk, hi. How's it going?
real good.
Yeah.
Had
We
a
didn't
very
get a
eventful
super
day
chat.
today.
We didn't get a super chat for this, but I was asked by somebody that will remain nameless, but that is watching the show. If you can ask us that you can answer this question of what the hoodie strings taste like.
Please don't eat my hoodie strings.
I did notice though.
I saw that.
One
I saw
string
that
is way down
in the
low.
chat.
One string is way down low, and the other one is like barely hanging out. Like it is like,
Or is it?
yeah,
That
there we go.
means, you know, it's been washed.
It was just kind of bugging me. There was like one was like it
It
was
is freshly long.
You ever have that where like the string goes inside of it and like it's no longer hanging out and you got to like fish it back out of there?
Not for a long time.
I just rip them out, throw them in the trash. Not worth my time at that point.
I'm
Yeah,
an
that's
adult.
terrible.
I don't have those kind of problems.
I have a business to run.
I don't have time for that shit.
Dude, ratings wars are serious and they're not to be joked about, Trevor.
We're up to 48. We're standing right around where we normally are.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay. But this is serious. But oh, wait a minute. Are they done? I think they might. No, they're not done yet. So, oh yeah, they're done. They're done. Never mind.
Curtis,
We won. We outlasted them.
do you want to talk about
Winners.
the 15 toes you're going to be painting?
Wait, why?
I'm going to pay full price
for
my order.
Oh,
I'll
Okay.
pay full price.
okay.
So then 15 people can
Yeah,
get their
if anybody buys 10 sets of brushes at Legion's Con and wants me to paint their toes, I'll paint their toes. But the stipulation is that I don't have to touch your feet because I don't. Yeah. So
Just use protection.
Yeah.
like
Do you want
rubber
us to break
gloves, like latex gloves.
Yeah.
Sure.
That
Then
might not be
technically
too bad.
you're not touching the feet then.
That
Yeah.
might not be too bad, but
Yeah.
okay.
Or what if we make a pair of socks and just cut the toes off? So like the foot itself is still encased in sock.
Mm,
You don't mind touching feet if they're in socks.
that's
Is that
true.
just Darla?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think latex gloves, though, I would still like feel the foot, so it would still gross me out. If it was like cotton gloves, like gardening gloves or something, I think I would be okay.
Would that mess up your dexterity though, and like you would do a bad paint job?
Well, it would just be to hold, like it would be the non-painting hand, right?
Oh, okay.
Like for stabilization and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would still raw dog it with my painting hand. So yeah.
We don't say raw dogging anymore. We say bobbying.
Oh, okay.
I do.
All right. Wow, that's an admission right there.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
What?
That he has
web toes.
Yeah.
That's why he was such a good swimmer back in college.
He's been to Chernobyl.
I was born. I was
Chernobyl.
My mom was pregnant with you during the TMI incident.
The TMI incident.
TMI, 3 Mile Island. It's a nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania that almost blew up in 1979.
Oh.
They make a reference to it in the movie Super 8.
Okay. So Dirk, what's been going
toenails if they were separated from the foot?
As long as I didn't have to touch them, yeah. If I could hold them with like tweezers or something, yeah. Or like I use those clamp, the vice or whatever. I don't know what they're called. The
gator clips.
Yeah, no, the ones where you can it's got a trigger and you go and it tightens, but it's like a vice. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a C clamp, like the adjustable C clamps.
Yeah, when you're doing like wood projects.
Yeah, I've got some of those to like hold certain projects and stuff. So like if I could use that to hold onto the toe and I just have to hold on to that thing.
Yeah.
No, it's just a toenail. Just the toenail. The like
not even a toe, like just a nail.
A nail. Yeah.
Might be a little difficult because you're gonna like the spot that you're holding, whether you're got a clamp on it or not, the spot that you're holding, you wouldn't be able to paint. I mean, then you'd have to wait for the other parts to paint in order to.
It's like a pauldron. You put some sticky tack on it and put it on top.
Yeah, but a pauldron has a peg. Like you can grab a hold of the peg.
But you can put some sticky tack on the peg and then stick that on the bottom side of the. If someone prepared them for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, if someone's going to do all the prep work and I just got to whip through it like batch painting, absolutely.
Right. We just got to find someone that wants to donate their toenails.
But shit, I mean, if they're gonna remove the toenail for me to paint it, then I could just fucking airbrush that shit. Like just go through a bunch at once, because then I don't have to worry about it getting on the toes. So
true. Wow. Sorry, Dirk.
No, I just flashbacks from Joe Lanta.
Yeah.
What? Didn't
you mean Tolanta?
Yeah. Didn't you get sick shortly thereafter?
Yeah, we had somebody get sick from putting their mouth on a toe brush. Just saying.
Sucking on a dirty.
All right, that almost made me throw up.
Actually.
No, we're not ripping off toenails and painting them on shooting the shelf at Legion's Con. Sorry, Mike. At least I'm not. Curtis can do whatever he wants, clearly.
So, Dirk, what you been doing? What's been going on? Anything new in your world?
Yeah, woke up super early this morning, drove to Pennsylvania, loaded up a cargo van full of all kinds of stuff.
Trevor, I love you.
Tofu. So now I'm in possession of Wolf King Customs inventory.
Wow.
Got a big old hard drive full of STL files.
Hey, now that you've got it loaded up in the van, are there any thoughts about just taking it cross country and just sell like a taco truck, but just straight from the vehicle?
Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Do little pop-up shops.
Yeah.
I don't have to be at work till
city.
Thursday.
Wolf King Customs, soon to be in a city near you.
Yeah.
You got to at least go to Canada for one stop so you can call it a world tour.
Yeah, there we go.
Or Mexico.
or both.
I fear Canada's probably easier in this current climate.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Canada's
Yeah.
just like snowy Mexico.
Puerto Rico, I hear that's a different country.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, so we've been doing that. Got to spend some time with Lynn and Cookie today, which was real nice.
Okay.
Got some tasty pizza.
It's not often that those guys come west, so that's interesting.
Yeah, they really hug it to that coast. So
yeah. They stay where they're at, stay where the shows are. So
yeah, it's nice to see them branch out.
So what's next? Because I know, like, obviously you're, moving into that. You've already made some announcements of people that are coming on board. We got Legions Con right around the corner. Like, where do we go from here? What is the current state of Wolf King Customs presented by Dirk?
So I'll start out with the website, because I know a lot of people have been asking about the website. Right now it's kind of in a hiatus. It's still open. You can still look at product. You just can't make any purchases yet. I'm going to try and rectify that hopefully in the next week or so for people to place orders. If not, I might have to just do custom orders that people can message me and say, hey, I'm looking for these parts. I can go through, and if it's something I have in stock, mail it out that way. Because I do really want to take some time and kind of update the website. I've gotten a lot of feedback from people about things they'd like to see differently, just to make it a smoother process, because there's going to be a ton of new products on there. So for people to easily find, they're looking for a dwarf part, so have a category of just dwarf parts and stuff, just to streamline people's searches. That's kind of something I want to focus on, but that'll be after Legions Con.
Okay.
Right now, Legions Con is the big push, the big focus.
So I know last year, one of the things that Lynn did that seemed to be pretty popular leading up to Legions Con was he ran kind of a thing in October where if people placed orders, they could pick it up from Legions Con. And so he just kind of had their orders packed up and like there at the show that people could just stop by and pick up. If somebody was to contact you about an order, is that an option to like do that and pick it up at the show?
Yes. I won't say no. I'm not as familiar with the inventory. That might be kind of a case by case basis. Okay. It might depend on like the size of the order. If they want to make sure they get certain parts, but then they don't have to feel like they have to come to the booth right away, that they can go and, hit up other places first. That could be an option. I'm not 100% sure what that would look like just yet.
We got a question from James. Would you reprint out of stock items? I'm assuming that you're probably not going to build up more inventory until you get everything kind of settled and the website adjusted and stuff. But is it anything else you'd want to add to that?
Yeah, I definitely plan on keeping everything. I don't do as much inventory. I do a lot of like print to order. So it'll help having a large inventory. It'll be less that I have to print. But yeah, I don't see there ever being an issue of things being out of stock. Items will probably rotate a little bit, just because I want to say there's over 1,000 items. And trying to manage all of that, I think there'll be some rotations where it might not be available for 1 month, but it will be next month. It's one of those things too. If it's a piece that someone's like really needing for a project, or that they missed out on it or something, just reach out. That's not an issue. But as far as keeping the website well maintained and not too cluttered with tons of stuff, I think that doing a rotation would be a good idea. And it's going to be a trial and error. I'm going to be trying new things out and stuff. And just seeing what works for the website, what works for me, and then what works for the customers as well. That's always a important factor. So
awesome. MJ popped in and said, can they still go to Dirk's Designs? Like how does that site work at this point?
So Dirk's Designs is going to be my home for showcasing stuff that I've done, customs and sculpts and everything. But as far as the Dirk's Design shop, all of my products and then all of the Dwarf Lord toy design products are going to shift over to Wolf King. So that'll be a one-stop shop. So any of like the Garden Gang critters and stuff that people want to get, that'll all move over to Wolf King. That way I'm not managing two storefronts.
Gotcha. Okay. So it'll basically just link them together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you click on, it hasn't happened yet, but for people that don't know that I've taken over and everything, eventually if you click on the shop on Dirk's Designs, it'll just redirect you to Wolf King.
Okay.
Eventually. It hasn't happened yet, but that's the plan.
And then I know, you've talked about this, and Immortal Collections was on PGG last night talking about that they're going to be working with Wolf King and having their stuff kind of housed there.
Yep.
So, is that another one that's kind of, new year? Is that what we're looking at for that kind of stuff? Like in 2026?
Yeah, the goal is to have not a new site necessarily, because it's going to stay Wolf King Customs and everything, but just have kind of a cleaned up site before Christmas. I wanna try and get it early December, so it is available for people to do some Christmas shopping.
Do have a member question here. You're not going to be, I'm assuming that you're not in the shirt game, right? Like you're slinging plastic. Okay.
I'm slinging plastic and resin. I'm not slinging t-shirts.
Very good. I would say, folks, if you're not aware, Retro Rags has a deal where they're giving out some gifts if you are wearing any of the Retro Rag gear at Legions Con. You can go to their table for a free gift. And if you're wearing one of the crossword shirts, you're eligible for another gift. So just saying, I know people in the past have been very big on the Cabal shirts, but there's a whole bunch of different stuff from different artists in the community that's out there on Retro Rags. You can get just kind of a basic 4 Horsemen shirt. You can get faction shirts. You can get stuff from Dusty. You can get the Figure Obscura stuff, the Legions Con exclusive ones. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff on Retro Rags. So that would be my advice if you're looking for that shirt fix, is to go there. So Jesse, did I hear that you're going through there for some stuff for Retro Rags?
That I'm doing what?
That do you have some
I'm
shirts that are
thinking
gonna be on
about I want to have a conversation with them and see if that's something I
Okay.
can get, like the shooting. I mean, we got Legion's Lair has their shirt up there. I think the Enablers have a shirt up there. I don't see why we couldn't talk I don't know how it works, but it's a conversation I want to have with them and see if that's something we can do.
Awesome.
would be
Satanic
nice.
Goat Horse Shipping is asking, what about the Dwarf Lord items? Those still be there, and you'll have those as well?
Yep. That's all going to move over to Wolf King.
Awesome.
Yeah, those will all still be available.
And then Captain Firebeard Baker says, will the mystery trash bins be returning?
Yeah, I'll be doing those periodically.
So probably not Legions Con.
I might have some at Legions Con.
Oh, okay.
I might. Yeah. I know we have some international individuals that can't always get stuff from the site, so I'll have to look and see what all I have at home in the way of trash to fill up mystery bins.
Gotcha.
Well, if I can throw this out there, since we're talking about Legions Con, I know we got revealed the map this week, so let's bring that up real quick.
Before you do that,
all right,
real quick,
Oh.
I just wanted to pull up this because people were asking about retro rags. Maybe some people that don't know. So this is diverts you if you go to Retro Rags Limited, and there's a link to the Store Horseman stuff. And then you've got, Mythic Legions. So you can see, like, I believe this one is from Dusty. This one is from Dusty. You've got some shows on here. This is the Billy logo. So, quite a bit of designs on here that you can get for shirts. And then they also have like the Legions Con ones. Look at that, Thistlethorn. You can get a Thistlethorn shirt.
I have 2 of that. I've worn it every year to Legions Con. Well,
Nice.
it's the 2 years I've gone to intern, rather. Excuse me.
And then at the very top here, you can go Cosmic Legion. There's Figure Obscura. The blankets and flags. I will say the blankets. I've got one of the the Sherpa, and they are fucking nice. They're nice. This one is the microfiber, which is not bad, but the Sherpa ones are really comfy. Like when I do my adult naps, that's what I'm on. So
it's just a nap.
It's an adult nap. There's a difference, Jesse. So
they have flags too.
Yeah.
They've got hats, so you can get some embroidery stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. So if you're wearing any of that at Legions Con, you could stop by their table for a free gift. If you're wearing the Crossroads one, you can stop by for a different free gift. So there you go.
Nice.
And then Jesse, if you want to pull up yours, you can. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Dusty said all of his shirts are on Retro Rags except for his exclusive Wizard shirt, which he'll have at his booth. Nice.
Oh, awesome.
All right, so let's see if I can zoom in here. Nope. I don't know how to use a computer. So right as you come in the entrance door to the community showroom, Wolf King is going to be right here in the front. My computer just have a stroke. Am I still here?
You are, but let me pull it up and share because your internet gets weird. So it would help if I typed it correctly, though. Any other questions for Dirk in the chat that I might have missed? No.
You can totally wear a blanket. With dress code at Legions Con is pretty relaxed. I would say, just to avoid Curtis's wrath, try to at least wear socks with whatever footwear you have on. Keep it PG.
I can't control what people wear, but I can control where my eyes go. So that's what I'm going to focus on.
Keep it PG. It's not that casual, but
so like Jesse was saying, there's several entrances on here. So like this is the side entrance. This would be like coming from like the Horseman area and stuff. The front tables where you register is kind of up here. So like where you get your badges and stuff, which you can do the day before. And I would advise people to do that the day before, or at intern. If you're going to intern, that way it saves you time on Saturday, not having to wait in line to get badges. But yeah, if you come in the main entrance, we've got some different things going on in this section now because of the transfer of ownership and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, Dirk or Jesse, whoever wants to kind of talk about what we got going on here.
You go ahead.
I was just saying, we've got Wolf King is going to be right up front with all the Wolf King parts that we're going to have, and the Dirk's design parts will be over there.
Yep.
And then the Just Shelve It, our stuff, and Nate and Patrick will be right there with me and Brian. And then Dirk's Designs is right across the aisle there. So
any custom figures, painted heads, and then I'll be sharing the space with Dwarf Lord Toy Design. So he's going to have his parts there with some painted parts and customs and some dios and stuff set up. So
awesome. So this section down here is going to be they can't see my cursor. Hold on. Actually, here's what I'll do. Actually,
you just did it to yourself.
I did. If I just share the window, then now you can see my cursor. Look at that.
Hey, magic.
Yeah. All right. So this area here is going to be like if they want finished goods, right?
Yeah.
The full customs, painted heads, whatever. And then your stuff, like your just individual, like your printed parts that aren't painted would be mixed in with the Wolf King stuff up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the Garden Gang. I'll probably have a few new pieces for Legion's Con.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then Jesse, I mean, you're kind of just flip-flopped, right? You were over in this corner, now you're in this corner. So same kind of setup for your area, you think, as far as like the corner?
Yeah, it'll be
tables.
It'll be a fun setup because, you know, with the two Wolf King tables up front and then our table and Pat and Nate right next to us, like it's going to be a whole, I mean, and then of course you've got Emil and you and Tanya and Steven and David. Thank you. I was looking at his skull head and it reminded me of my nephew. And I'm like, it's not my nephew's name. And Jeremy right there, you know, it's got kind of like a whole Wolf King adjacent island, if you will. So yeah, just tons of awesome stuff all around. But it'll be a lot more, I don't want to say what you come to expect from a Wolf King show, but more like that than it was like last year. It was those two real special sets and like that kind of real show presentation. This one, it'll be a lot more of the show parts and whatever new things get integrated into it.
Yeah.
Now we don't have like a special name or anything for that block, right? It's not like Firster Alliance or we're Second Alliance.
It's Me Too.
Me Too. Okay, Me Too.
Yeah, main entrance 2 at Me Too.
Gotcha. Yeah. Me Too. Okay. So yeah, and then you know I will be up here in this section with Tanya and Darla, and then you'll have the show exclusives over here. So yeah, I think it'll be a nice little setup. So anything else as far as Legion's Con, things that people should know about?
I mean, go to the website, look at the map, plan out your stuff. I just wanted to, you know, show that the whole Wolf King and Dirk's designs and Dwarf Lord, it's all real close together. Because I know, Dirk, your table was on the left further back the last year.
Yeah, I was like 50, 54, which actually now that's where World War Hell's going to be.
Okay, there we go.
So, yeah.
Hashtag Me Too.
Yeah.
Not Me Too, but Me Too distantly adjacent.
Yeah, actually, Low Fidelity's also going to be,
yes.
He's got quite a few customs, like full customs that he's bringing.
Awesome.
That he'll be displaying some, and I believe he's going to be selling quite a few as well. So
where will that be?
That'll be at table 6 and 7 with the Wolf King stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dub says that he will be at table 17 with Patrick, so be hanging out there. So
I don't know about that.
MJ says badges.
We
don't need no stinking badges. I would normally agree that we don't need no stinking badges, but unfortunately at Legion's Con you do, or otherwise they're not going to let you in. So
the nice thing about the Legion's Con badges is they don't really stink. They're nice.
Yeah, they're nice
stinking.
smelling badges.
Some of them might be by the end of the show, depending on who's wearing them and where they wear them to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No shade, just facts.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up is right here on Friday, 6:30 to 8:30. Get this customizing studio live. Now, there's been a lot of questions on this. I know there's been some posts out there, and people, you know, last year at this time, you know, we already had a full list of who was attending, and there was money exchanging hands, and we had shirts and busts and all this kind of stuff. And it's quite a bit different this year from last year. So what I know they've got my name on here, but that it's really the Dirk show. So you want to give the folks some information on what exactly is kind of going on here?
It's still very much your show as well, since it is customizing studio. Wolf King is sponsoring it.
We'll say Curtis's customizing studio, sponsored by Dirk.
Yeah, I like
there
that.
you go.
Yeah, it's going to be the first like Wolf King sponsored event under this new banner. But no purchase necessary. We're just asking that people kind of give us a heads up because the space is limited. So we're trying to get a rough idea of how many people are interested in doing this. But we just have a 2-hour window. You can show up. I've got a exclusive kind of gladiator themed head sculpt that'll go well with the armory experience. You get the free head sculpt. Paints will be provided, brushes, like pretty much everything you need. You just have to show up. And we're going to have some extremely talented individuals at each table to help people out, answer any questions, teach you how to dry brush if you've never dry brushed before. It'll just be a good time for people that maybe want to paint and never have or had the opportunity to. So they're not, spending their own money buying a bunch of paints and realizing they hate it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it'll be a fun time. I know we kind of did something, at Joe Lanta on a smaller scale, obviously, where we were just kind of sitting there painting. People could come up and paint with us and stuff. I think there's going to be a lot more people that are doing that here. There's going to be some people that are probably painting for the very first time. There's going to be some folks that are just, because this is during the vendor setup. So it may be some folks that just aren't vendors that are looking for something fun to do. Yep. But yeah, it should be a great time. And it is first come, first serve. So, it'll be up on the 3rd floor. Once we start taking people in, whoever's lined up, we'll let people in until we have the seats full. Once the seats are full, that's it. But we do expect over the course of 2 hours that some people are going to rotate out. So some people are going to finish with their painting. Maybe they're going to go do something else and a seat will open up. And if somebody else is waiting, they can come on in. We're also asking for some donations from some folks in the community as well as from the horsemen. So we plan on having some prizes that we will do giveaways during the event. So as people come in and we are, we'll kind of take attendance on who's cycled through there. We'll keep track of those names and then we'll do some prizes as the event goes on. So
speaking of prizes, Dirk would like to do a prize tonight.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Now that the war's over, so that we're not buying people's, views, we can do a Silver Night 2 giveaway.
Well, before we do that, did want to answer this question. Will you be able to early purchase Art by Akerman brushes at the corner pop-up shop during the customizing studio event? Yes. Yes, you will be. So Saturday they will be available. They'll be for sale for everybody. But on Friday night, if you're up at the customizing studio event and you would like to purchase a set of Art by Akerman brushes, you definitely can do that. We will have some brushes that are provided by the studio, but they're very much going to be kind of your bulk, inexpensive brushes. If you'd like to purchase if you'd like to purchase my brushes, you will have that option. So let me remove this and then, so what do we got for a giveaway?
Silver Night 2.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you pull up the giveaway too, since my computer sucks.
Okay. Let me do that.
While you're doing that, we've got 2 questions. Freak figures. How much is admission at the door for Legion's Con? That's one question. Unless the second one has not been asked yet.
Is it 30?
I think it's 30 per day. It's 40, I think, if you buy them online ahead of time is my understand. I
'Cause
believe
you can't buy a 2-day pass at the door.
right, and you can't buy single day passes online.
Yeah.
Do you have a hashtag for me, Dirk?
So shiny.
So shiny.
Freaks, did you have a second figure, or was that humor and I'm just dry?
There you go. Hashtag so shiny. Let me get a banner going for that. I think there was a couple other questions in there if you want to that I had started. If you want to pull those up for him, Jesse.
What was that, Curtis?
I think there's a couple other questions that I put in there that I starred.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to pull those up for Dirk.
Okay. Starred. Not a question, but Drunk Gizmo Custom says, "Howdy, boys. Dirk, congrats again on the Wolf King Customs."
Thank you.
Mirko, I received an order with no raccoon drawing in it. What's happening?
There were some orders that were rushed. I try to get orders out as quick as I can, and sometimes I have to sacrifice the doodles. So next order, I will make sure you get double the doodles.
Double doodles.
Double doodles.
And the last question we have starred is, will you be rebranding Wolf King to Raccoon King
Nope.
Customs?
Raccoon Wolf King will remain Wolf King Customs. I know it's something that Lynn has built over the years. It's a staple in the community. There's really no sense in reinventing the wheel, so to speak. And I like it. I think Wolf King's cool. So,
you know what I have to say about that?
Wolf King Customs presented by Dirk. So,
yep.
We got Freak's second question is, who can I get a ride with? Hey, if you put that question,
sounds like you're pretty close to Dirk. Yeah,
you might be able to get that question answered. A lot of friendships have formed through the cabal of people not knowing each other and deciding to take a chance and go for a car ride to a con.
Yeah.
And a lot of friendships have been ruined based on a car ride to Legion's Con. Sorry, inside joke.
No, I know. I just wanted to play up the awkwardness of it. Raccoon noises intensify. That's right. Chitter, chitter, chitter.
There is the part swap too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll pull that schedule back up. Yeah, you're like all over the weekend, man. I believe Jeremy said that you're taking over everything. So
yeah.
Yep.
So Curtis is taking over the airwaves. Dirk is taking over Legion's Con.
So here we go, pop and swap exchange, and this is another one that you're kind of overseeing. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yep. So Saturday night, 8 to 10, we're doing a pop and swap out in the hallway outside of the main hall. We just utilize the tables that are there from the hallway vendors. Anyone's welcome. If you have some loose mythic or cosmic pieces, just fodder that you might not want anymore, you can bring it to trade with other people. It's grown. They've been doing it the last 2 years now, and it has grown. Each year it's grown like tenfold. Last year, people filled entire, 8-foot tables of pieces that they had to trade. It's not, we're not, you can't sell parts. People aren't there to sell you things. It is, we want people trading kind of thing. We're not trying to step on toes of any of the vendors that are selling stuff like that. So we do encourage people to bring something, even if you buy a figure and, take a couple pieces off that you might want and then have the other pieces loose to trade. Yeah. It's always a good time.
Something to just keep in mind with not only this, but also There's like just in the lobby and just general rule of thumb. You really don't want to be selling stuff unless you're a vendor, right? Because there is a significant fee that's attached to being a vendor. There's also the kind of, I guess, the con of being a vendor is that you don't get to see a lot of the show. So there's definitely some sacrifices that vendors make to be there. So you don't want to like be siphoning money out of that room by selling stuff when you're not a vendor. So just be aware of that. I think this part swap has gone really well the last couple of years. Don't be the one that ruins it. So that would be my advice.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's I've done it both years. It's always a good time. People have some crazy stuff they bring to trade, like some super rare parts. I'm looking forward to it. So,
and don't be embarrassed if you don't think you have good parts. A customizer or someone else who's new might have never seen those parts and had access to them. So you never know what people are looking for.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is a very generous community too.
Yeah, for sure.
So don't shy away from the event if you only have a sandwich bag full of parts. That's a very common thing to see. The newer people with just a little baggie of parts and stuff. Just ask.
Awesome.
I'll pull us up real quick. We got a new member, Lazaro Gonzalez.
Yeah,
welcome.
wow.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Exactly.
I don't know why I said that so wickedly.
And Trevor says, "Don't be embarrassed by your parts." Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Great.
Hey, Schmerber.
Hey, Greg.
Oh yeah, Schmerber's here. They had a show this morning. I wasn't on there, but it's all right. It's okay. I don't have to be on every show. It's what I'm told.
Hey, Curtis, just between you and me, do you want to be on every show?
I do. I would like to be on every show. I mean,
everybody
like,
can start listening.
If somebody's doing a show by themselves, then I don't feel like I need to be on there. But if they start bringing other people, like I'm like, well, why am I not one of those people? So.
Oh, is that what happened with my live stream the other night?
Might
I
be.
was by myself.
Yeah, you were by yourself, but I didn't know about it until afterward. Darla said, Jesse's live, and I was like, I don't see it. And she's like, well, it's and by the time I got there, you were already done. So
it was impromptu. I was like, I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna just turn this on and see what happens.
But in fairness, that was also on Instagram, and I'm not, I don't care about.
I figured you wouldn't have been as offended not being invited on Instagram.
People can do Instagram stuff all they want, but if you're on YouTube, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I
tried to do it through StreamYard, but there was such a delay between what I was doing and what was showing up on Instagram. Like I was like, I'm not going to be able to monitor this. This is insane.
Faust might have found the loophole.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so he was talking about trading a dollar bill for a part, but then he also mentioned origami. So if you turn a dollar bill into some fancy origami art and trade that,
I mean,
probably no.
Yeah.
Probably no. But
pretty sure the Fed wants to know your location.
So Jesse.
Yes.
You can be on my show if you're up early. Nice. Wait, that's gonna be on Instagram. No. Get on YouTube and then give me a holler.
Hey, no. Hey, folks.
I'll watch it.
Let's get Freaks Figures. Let's get him up to 1,000 on Instagram. So go follow Freaks Figures over on Instagram so this gentleman can do some lives and share the things he's wanting to share with us in his lives.
Jesse.
Curtis.
Can I show you something?
Sure. Well, wait. Is it PGG or anyone else rated?
It's just for it's from Yeah. For you and I.
Oh.
I don't know whether this is going to be on
You can
Retro Rags or if this is going to be anywhere else. But Dusty put this together for us, and I thought that you might appreciate this.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's so freaking cool.
Yeah. So
You're
let's see.
so drunk.
I just messaged him. I said, "Is this going to be on a shirt?" He hasn't answered. So Dusty, if you're in the chat, let us know. But I know I would buy the hell out of this. So
I would.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. And speaking of Dusty, his Little Legions, which look similar to this as far as design goes, he has his coloring book printed up. They're ready to go, and they will be at Legions Con. So you can stop by their table and see that, as well as the giant swig Little Legion that they have. So Dusty just messaged me back and he says it belongs to you. Yeah, but I don't know how to do all that retro rag stuff. Like you already got an in. Like I don't know how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
As long as it can be on like a black or a dark gray shirt, I'm all over it.
I'll shoot it to Jesse. Maybe I think Jesse said he was going to talk to them anyways about just Shelve it.
Started
maybe
that conversation. If Dusty already has that in,
That's
or
what I'm
Dusty,
saying.
tell me how it works.
I want Dusty to do the legwork, but he's like, oh, it's here. He's trying to hand me the baton, and I'm like, I'm not a runner. Like, like I know it's supposed to be like it's like a relay race, and you're supposed to have like 4 runners, but I don't want to run, so I need one of the 4 runners.
I have
run
a Honda
2 legs
Odyssey.
of
I
the
don't have a
race.
4Runner.
Yeah.
Trevor says if you get Curtis, if you get him to 3K, he'll have you on his show.
I just hit 2K. How am I going to get him to 3K?
I don't know. I imagine he's closer.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, even if all of I would assume that the people are following me are already following him. So who
you
the hell
got
am
to
I
2,000 in under a year? So,
I mean, we're doing all right. We're doing okay.
Spill that sauce. We're barely over 1,000 on this channel.
How cute are we
spill
here?
that sauce. Let's not. Oh man, that's gonna haunt me.
How cute are we here?
That's freaking adorable. You are so drunk, and I'm pretty sure I'm stoned.
Do you know? And I love Dusty did an amazing job here. I love it. You know, my one critique would be on this.
You can see my toes.
Nope.
What?
That we're on the wrong side from where we are on YouTube. Like I'm always on that side. You know what I'm saying? Like on this screen, I'm on the other side.
This is the layout we are in the pre-show count, though.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe we're good.
In the pre-show countdown, yeah.
Maybe we just need to switch sides on YouTube. Then this will be the thing that changes it. But I love this thing. I would definitely. I would get 7 different color shirts and wear this every day of the week. So
I will get multiple versions of this shirt because I will wear it out.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you trying to say, Trevor? Are we body shaming? What's going on here? Man, I thought I was going to invite you onto the show, but I mean, after that one. Oh wait, he wants to be here now because I don't want him on, right? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Trevor, come be on our show. Curtis got lost in something.
No, I'm messaging Dusty. I'm trying to get Dusty to do work for me, and he's like trying to pawn it off on me. I'm like,
Dusty, I don't need you to do the work for me. Just reach out to me and let me know how I start this ball rolling.
I totally need Dusty to do the work for me. I will say though that this So Shiny giveaway, we've only got 14 people so far for a Silver Knight 2. Like this is a Mythic Legion figure.
You need to get those numbers way up. It's because we didn't show a picture?
Maybe. Do you guys have one there?
Actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On the. Can you grab me a beer while you're in the kitchen, honey?
Yeah, maybe people need to see what they're actually having a chance of winning. So
I was gonna say, I'm just kidding. I don't have beer. Silver Knight, courtesy of Dirk / Wolf King / Dirk's Design / Raccoon Noises Intensify.
Woohoo!
Silver Knight 2. Enter # So Shiny.
I don't have a problem with Jesse being bigger. That's fine. I'm cute. I'm cute and little. That's fine. So
It's just because of the mohawk. The mohawk
makes you a little
taller.
I could see that. I could see
I
that.
had a Did you know I had a mohawk once? Actually, more than once.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Did I see
Guess
that?
where I got it cut?
Great Clips?
Africa.
Wow.
A kid in the orphanage cut it with a pocket knife. Pocket knife scissors.
Wow.
Because the electric trimmer stopped working. So he was just cut. And I had long hair. And he's cut it off.
You got a pocket knife mohawk from a kid in Africa.
Yeah.
That's a story.
And then all the kids told me one of the littlest kids came up because it was the year after, it was 2012. So it was the year Avengers came out, was the last time I went when I did it. And one of the little kids, they had started calling me Thor just because I was the only white dude they saw with long hair and a beard. And he's like, Thor, don't you ever cut your hair again.
Wow. We've got MJ popped in, said, by the way, folks, if you don't want to wait on your BBTS pre-order, Dirk's Designs has, well, he says Durrell's Design, but I think he means Dirk's Designs, has the Silver Knight in stock. So there you go. No Enox, though, for some reason. Yeah.
Zero Enox.
Yeah.
It was South Africa. Yes. Brad.
Africut.
That.
No, not.
I don't like the way that feels in my mouth.
Awesome.
Setting them up, knocking them down.
So Dirk,
SOS.
I know you got to spend a little time there with Jesse now. There's a little thing we've been doing this year where, Jesse at one point in his life, I know this is probably going to be hard to believe, but he booed a wedding proposal. Now, the facts as I know it, now apparently maybe one of these facts is wrong. I don't know. He's going to tell us at the end of the year, but the facts as I know it is he was going to see a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was Fun with Dick and Jane, Jim Carrey movie. He was there with some friends. There was another group of people in the theater, a few rows up from him. It was a guy and a gal and what appears to be the gal's parents. Okay. Before the movie starts, not even no previews yet or whatever. It's doing like the advertising before the previews. Some kind of sappy thing comes up with like slow romantic music, like maybe like a beach scene or something. I may be getting some of the facts wrong, but and it says like, will you marry me across the screen? And the guy a few rows up in front of him gets down on his knees proposing to this gal, and Jesse just starts booing relentlessly. So what we've been doing this year is having folks come on and tell us what they think happened, like what led Jesse to do this heinous act, and then what impact did that have on this poor couple. So this is your time to share what you think the story is, and then at the end of the year we'll find out who is the closest. So
I've been following this very closely. Each episode I've been watching and hearing people really just paint Jesse as a villain, just scum of the earth, awful person.
There's been a couple people that have let him off the hook and kind of tried to defend his actions, but yeah, I'm with you.
So I think I can shed some light on this. And booing in American culture, yeah, it's a bad thing, but in other cultures, booing is a sign of celebration and rejoice. And I think Jesse, being a worldly individual, was booing out of excitement, celebration, and he was just very excited. He didn't want to be some weirdo, yelling like, hey, congrats and stuff to, people he doesn't know. And I think his first reaction was to boo, but in a good way, a positive way. I don't think Jesse was being malicious at all.
So now, as far as that couple goes, do you think that they understood how traveled Jesse is, you know, that he's been to Africa and the UK and many other places that he tells us about. Do you feel like the couple knew that and understood what he was doing, or do you feel like they really thought that he was upset with their proposal? And what kind of impact did that have on those two?
I think at first, you know, they're not going to know. They're not going to know that it was a good thing. I'm sure their first initial response was like, oh no. But I think, you know, as a couple starting a life together, I think that they are going to use that maybe at first as a way to like, well, we're going to prove him wrong. You know, we're going to be the best married couple ever. You know, random guy that's booing us. But then they get married, and as they grow as a couple and they become, you know, very worldly, they'll learn that Jesse was in fact encouraging them. So it's going to be kind of this, you know, beginning and end for them, that at first they were like, well, you know, screw this guy, we're going to be the best couple ever. And they do become, you know, a very strong couple. And then they learn that he was actually encouraging them. And so they can look back and be like, wow, like we really are a strong couple.
Very nice. So it actually kind of galvanized their relationship.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
That was a big word, Jesse. You can congratulate me on that.
That was it. I was kind of shocked.
Yeah.
It was a lot of syllables too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. So apparently the booing was out of his worldly travels, and it actually helped that couple. So,
Yep.
Is that the correct story? We will find out at the end of the year.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. There you go. Guaisagui, I'm sorry, Google Sickle Gui Echo Zaria thinks that maybe Jesse was in setup mode when he booed. So he may have been like setting up a table at a con, which everybody knows, do not talk to Jesse while he's setting up. And you know, they all of a sudden did this proposal thing, and he's like, he wasn't having it. So I don't know. Could have contributed. We're not sure.
Two things real quick. First one, Alexander, you just confirmed you're our next guest on next week's episode of Shooting the Shelf.
Boom, boom, boom.
So make sure you clear your calendar. And I think it's next week is open.
Sure.
So let's get you on next week and get your theory. Where on the globe is booing positive? I have an answer before Dirk says. I'm going to say Bohemia. It's a section of France.
Yep, Bohemia.
I have not been there, but I have learned about it.
And you don't have to go to, you know, a country to appreciate the culture and their traditions and everything. So, and we were talking about it, like
he's like traveling. I don't want to check it out.
Like in other countries, making gross noises when you eat is a sign of respect, and it's a, you know, kudos to the chef. You know, where here, like someone chews loudly and you want to just slap the shit out of them, kind of thing. So it's, you know,
yeah. Jesse does not like people chewing. That is like one of his pet peeves. So
I get that. Yeah,
it's going to be really hard when I move to Korea.
Do they eat loudly?
I know, like the noodles and stuff is like the slurping is a very positive reaction.
Gotcha.
Oh, Trevor, yeah,
that was good. Yep.
It's actually Budapest, but you spelled it correctly. I have not been to Boosburg in England.
Did want to point out, Dusty.
I don't think Isagui's been to England, but he knows about Boosburg.
Dusty said that he did email the logo to Motu Joe. So we'll see. Maybe you guys will finally be able to get Shooting the Shelf shirts. We haven't done it. We've talked about it. We've never, all these other shows, the ones that we have blown away in terms of numbers, and we've far surpassed because we're going every week for the most part, except for last week that we were up. You know, they've all got shirts. Like there's shows that have had like, you know, 2-3 episodes. They got shirts. We don't have a shirt. Maybe this is our shirt, and you guys will finally have a chance to buy a Shooting the Shelf shirt. So we'll see.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Shooting the shelf shirt. Shooting the shelf shirt. Shooting the shelf shirt. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. So between now and Legion's Con, Dirk, what do you got going on? What you working on?
Sculpting.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of projects I'm working on. I've got a few customs to finish up, and I should have maybe like 100 painted heads. Some have kind of been making the rounds though. There's a couple that have been that were at Legion's Con last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of cycled inventory, but I should have hopefully like 40 plus new painted parts and stuff. So yeah, Legion's Con, full steam ahead, anything and everything, getting ready for Legion's Con. So
very cool. And then, so you had mentioned on the customizing studio some form of a gladiator helm for the event. Any kind of, like, have you started on that, or you have any ideas, or what are your thoughts on this?
I've been doing some sketching and stuff because we already have a few gladiator type helmets and stuff. So I want something different. Some kind of, I'm working on ideas of like fusing a couple different helmets together, like a couple different looks. Like
historically accurate looks, or something that of your own kind of design.
Yeah, I think something. I might even do kind of a wolf, like a wolf head, like kind of mask looking, like gladiator type helmet. I think that'd be a cool piece. Which I think there is something similar to like a knight type helmet, but this would be more of like a gladiator.
Like a wolf raccoon hybrid helmet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We'll see. I want to do something that's got, it'll just be a helmet, so there won't be a face that people have to worry about painting the little details. But I want to make sure that it has, some cool textures on it and everything. So people can learn like how to dry brush, and just something that's beginner friendly, but is still like a cool piece that you'd want to actually put on a figure.
Yeah, so, for sure.
Kind of trying to fuse all those ideas into one helmet, but
very cool.
It'll be cool.
I know I don't want to step on Legion's Lounge toes because Trevor would yell at me. They do their whole road to Legion's Con, and then they do like a show for noobs, any kind of buddy that's showing up for their first time kind of thing at Legion's Con. It seems like we've got a new kind of influx of people that are having their own table for the first time. As people that have kind of, had a table now for a few years here at Legion's Con, what advice would you have for people that are maybe running a table for the first time or sharing a table with somebody?
It's a good question, bud.
That is a really good question.
Thanks. I try.
My first year doing a table, I didn't leave the table. I didn't go. I think I went to the bathroom once and maybe got some water once, but I just felt so attached to the table, which was great because I was meeting people. I didn't have to go around and find people. People were coming to the table, and it was a great way to meet a lot of people in a short period of time. As far as advice though, hopefully you guys have someone that can watch your table for a little bit, so you can take those breaks. You can kind of disconnect a little bit and go and see the floor. Last year I was contemplating not having a table at all, just because after Legion's Con, I realized I missed so much of Legion's Con, being at my table. And then I ended up getting two new tables kind of thing. No table.
One, not enough. I need more.
I need a whole block of tables with a bunch of people to oversee, and
Well, see, that's the thing.
So-
You roped in new people to help, so
Yep.
now you can lead
Yes.
your tables.
Yeah, now you can delegate. Yeah.
Yeah. Manager Billy's he's gonna be rocking the Wolf King booth. With
Schmerber
everyone
says,
else. So.
great question, Curtis. Seems familiar. Yeah, Jeff asked it on Wednesday on Jeremy's show, and I thought it was a good one. I think Schmerber talked a little bit about it today on his show as well. So, what about you, Jesse? What kind of thoughts for a new vendor, somebody that's kind of doing this for the first time?
Everything Dirk said. Drink water. Have some sort of snacks handy at your table. Something with salt or protein or something will keep you going in case you don't get away for lunch. I'm saying this partially in jest because of Curtis saying my, the even years are my bad years and all that stuff, which is technically accurate. There were other factors to consider, but yeah, having stuff, if you can't have someone with you, it's okay to sit down. It's okay to step away from your table for a few minutes. Just ask the person next to you. Be like, hey, if anyone comes by, tell them I'll be right back. Go to the bathroom, grab something to eat.
Yep.
Something I am going to do this year is when I do take breaks, I'm going to go outside as long as it's not like pouring rain or something and get fresh air. Because being in that hotel for like 3 days straight and just that recycled air really messed with my sinuses last year. But, have a good time, make sure you give yourself a break. But yeah, have snacks and water at least handy at your table. And deodorant.
Don't talk to Jesse during setup.
That's not a thing.
That 100% is a thing.
Jesse's really grown. Jesse's really grown over the years.
No,
I don't
Curtis,
care
it's
what
not
he's
that Curtis
doing.
talked to me during setup. Curtis kept trying to give me things during setup.
Okay.
Yeah, do not give Jesse gifts during setup, or try to hug him.
That is more accurate than don't talk to Jesse during setup.
And what you definitely don't do is ask Jesse if you can help him. Don't do that. You don't ask, can I help you with something?
I have gotten better. I have definitely gotten better at that because now I've done the setup with Wolf King and stuff so much.
Mm-hmm.
So now that our tables are right next to each other, I'm more comfortable delegating now when I need to.
Okay. All right. We'll see. Definitely a thing. Don't give him a thing because he'll throw it at people.
Brian, you didn't give me anything. I was trying to put a figure together and the head popped out of my hand.
You have your story. So my advice, I got a few things. The first one is know where your money is. That's my first piece of advice because my first year having a table by myself, I thought that I lost $1,000 and I was freaking out. I had a bunch of money in my wallet. And I went over to the EuroLegions table and I put my wallet down and because I was giving him money to them and I didn't pick up my wallet and I left my wallet there. And I went back to the table and then, a few minutes later, I realized that I didn't have my wallet, went back there. We were looking all around. We found my wallet. It was in a box, like next to the table. Like it had fallen off the table into a box. No money. I'm freaking out. Like totally freaking out, right? But apparently I had put it in a pouch that we had at our table to hold our table money, and I forgot about it. So I'm like going all around the con thinking that I lost $1,000. First, I did lose my wallet, which I found.
Like a vestigial pouch?
Did not lose my money, which I thought I did lose. So, so keep track of your money. That would be one piece of advice.
I'm sorry.
Another one is have minions. Okay. Like I there's a reason why I bring Darla and I've got the McCoys there. Like you got to have some minions, that kind of just run things, talk to people, interact. So you don't have to be on all the time. Like you can go to the bathroom, you can go to, look at another table. You can, just kind of sit back and relax a little bit and let them do some of the talking. So have some minions in some form or fashion. And this could be, loved ones. It could be friends that just kind of like, hey, if you need anything, let me know. Don't just shoo those people away. Like bring them in, bring them into the fold and say, okay, you're now my crew. you're my minion, and here's what I need you to do. So I would say just acquire as many minions as you can to help you out. So yeah, there you go. You got people volunteering to be minions. So
I don't know what the atmosphere is like in the Akerman house right now, but Darla is very upset that she's been reduced to a minion. I think she's
giggling over there. One of the two.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, so you say. I did see a couple good questions pop up. That is good advice. Like having people to help, like if that's something you can manage.
Oh yeah.
It is very good. Like I had people to help me the first con I set up at, and I did not take advantage, but like I didn't want to leave the table. I like being at the table and doing all that. So but yeah, making sure you have someone to help out. And like I said, it's okay to step away for a couple minutes if you have to. Like,
and there, in all seriousness, there's plenty of people that, like, even if you're running a table by yourself, I know like Steve-O is one that he will stop by anybody's table that they're running by themselves and like, hey, if you need to use the restroom, if you need to get something to eat, let me know. I'll watch your table for you. There's a lot of people that'll do that. So in all seriousness, just, don't try to handle a whole weekend of being at the table by yourself. You need to have somebody that can help you, even if it's just to relieve you for a bathroom break. So,
yes. And then I can get into this at another time, maybe next week. Alexander, details. I'm going to have one big diode that's going to be mostly showing stuff off, like more presentery. It won't be as complicated as my other ones. And some little mini diodes for specific sets of characters. Speaking of real quick, can I show off a tease?
Yeah, you can show up whatever you want. Oh, very nice.
And the bird.
That's coming out nice.
Derpy and Sussy.
I like that. Jordan is right. Trevor does not use minions. He uses clones. So he has cloned himself. And he will, whenever he's not at his table, his clone does manage the table and sign autographs and stuff as Trevor. So,
and William asked about credit cards. It was answered, but just so it gets on screen, cash is king. Cash is the easiest thing for most vendors to be able to deal with. You can use credit cards. Some people have like the card readers and stuff. Some people have PayPal, like Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, like those sorts of things. So there are different ways if you run out of cash.
Yeah.
But cash is definitely the best way to go. Use your credit cards at the horseman table. Or like, because they usually, unless the internet goes down, their system is usually accepts cards.
Yeah.
55 people watching, 19 entered. Come on. Hit that hashtag, folks. Get in there. Get in there. You were saying, Dirk, sorry.
No, you're fine. The yeah, like if you have Zelle or PayPal and stuff and you don't use it often, log in.
Good advice.
Just to make sure you still have access to the account and stuff, because I was a bit surprised. There were several people last few years that they were like, oh, I have PayPal, and they would try and log in, and they hadn't logged in a long time, so they had to jump through some hoops and answer more security questions, all this other stuff. So make sure like your accounts are in good order. Just if you're looking for speedy checkout.
Yep.
Make sure your right cards are in there, or bank. Like I know I switched bank accounts last year, so I had to make sure I switched everything over to the new stuff.
Don't leave your debit card in an ATM machine that's 4 hours away.
That was redundant, but yes. Could have just said ATM.
Some people might forget that for some reason.
I realized I left it when I was 5 minutes away, but there was no way I was getting it back at that point. Like.
I would also say if you do use PayPal, if the person at the table is like, hey, I do PayPal, and you're using PayPal, either do family and friends or throw in some extra, a few bucks for the goods and services. Like, don't, if the price on the thing is it's 150 for a custom, and then you do 150 and do goods and services, and they're eating the fee, that sucks. Like, so,
That is one that's kind of confused me, because like usually goods and services is if I'm shipping something and it's
You don't know if it's going to
dealt
get
with
there.
person
You want to, like you're handing something directly to them. There's no question of what they're getting, right?
Yeah, which I get. Some people kind of want some peace of mind with the purchase, and everything, but I don't know. That was always one that.
Yeah, I totally get that if it's online, but in person,
all day.
Yeah. I mean, if you can avoid it, I would try to avoid explosive diarrhea in the public.
I will say this:
so
have it there rather than any other public location. If you can't get to your own room,
yeah, it's better than the show floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you do have it in the bathroom, the public bathroom, make sure you're, over the toilet.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I also wanted to make mention
Hold on real quick. I want to pull this up. Patrick makes a good point.
Yep.
That sometimes if you do enough business on PayPal, your account gets forced into goods and services only. So you might not have that.
And if you have to do goods and services, that's fine. Just throw in a few extra bucks to cover the fee. That's it.
Good call, P-boy.
Yeah. So
good point. Thank you.
Did want to make mention too, we didn't pull it up on the schedule, but we do end Legion's Con. At least we end the Sunday with a Shooting the Shelf episode. It is in the hallway. Like the kind of the main hallway across from like where the horsemen, what do they call that room where they do the storefront?
It's the bazaar vendor at whatever. It's where the statues are and the dioramas with all the new figures are set up.
Yeah. So we do a kind of a live show there. I'll have to talk to John Caulfield and see if he's going to allow us to use his equipment again, because that was very helpful last year. But we typically will have some chairs set up and people will come and sit and stand and watch, and we pull them on screen, and it's a fun little way to close out the show. That normally was the end of the weekend, but now there is a new end of the weekend. And that is for anybody that is interested. On Monday, several of us are going to be going to the Echevarria compound, and we are going to be watching Three Amigos. So we're going to be watching that together, having a group Three Amigo watch, because Jesse has never seen it. And G and I quoted a lot around him, and he doesn't know what we're talking about because he's not seen it. So we're going to be watching Three Amigos at G's house. So new tradition. So yeah, if you're interested, let G know, and we will be going to the Echevarria compound.
I do want to say, when I saw this comment come up, I read it in the "Tell me about the rabbits, George." I don't know why, because that is nothing what G sounds like, but the way it was written, that's just what it made me think of.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a $1.99 super chat from Google Siki Churrovaria. Kissy face, kissy.
Walakusiana, it's a heat biggie or something like that.
Nailed it. One more time, Ricky. One more time.
Yeah. Gugasico Kui echoes of real something like that.
There it is.
Nailed it.
So you totally interrupted me reading the.
Sorry, but you're butchering his name.
Go
ahead. You can go ahead and read that.
I don't want to now.
Okay. We've got what do you call that emoji, Dirk? Do you call that loving emoji?
Love. Yeah, love.
Love, happy love, happy love, happy love, happy love, happy love. Monday and food. So yeah, food and Three Amigos.
I'm getting a sneak preview tomorrow. I'm going over to G's.
Darla did ask a good question. She just asked, what time should people be there? So G, let us know. I know we've still got a few weeks, but Brian here says G and Monica are a great host. I would like to recognize Brian for joining us after he spent a bunch of time watching Brick Something during the ratings war.
He was in the chat early on.
He made a choice. And that's fine. I'm not upset about his choice, but it was,
I think he's upset.
That's fine.
That's clearly
I'm just saying. He made a choice.
He's not upset. He's disappointed.
Oh, oof. That one cuts.
Oh,
there
that
you
one's
go.
got teeth.
That's some childhood trauma right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So So G, let us know about what time, and people are also going to need to know like where. So hit up G and
do not publicly post your address on the internet.
I publicly posted Billy's phone number on the PGG episode where he almost died, and he woke up to like 80 text messages. So
that is a completely different scenario.
I'm just saying. Yes, exactly. My little buttercup. Boom.
G said yes. Message him for the address.
We want to spin that prize.
G is in Eastern PA in the Pocono area, which I'm sorry if that was too specific, G, but I feel like that was general knowledge to a lot of people.
Yeah.
We have so shiny for the Silver Knight 2.
We've been corrected is SOS Heine.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It is SOS Heine. So that might be why not as many people joined, because they were putting in the wrong word. So yeah, here we go. We got 21 people entered. We got 56 people watching. Give it a couple more seconds. While we wait to see a couple more seconds, we did get a super chat here from Brian Carr. My apologies, Curtis, to make up for my transgressions.
Dirk was a boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we just played videos when we were reading super chats now.
That's exactly what we do. That's all right, Brian.
Said Brian Carr's name wrong. It's Brian Carr.
Oh, you got to roll the R at the end or something?
No, I didn't roll the R. I didn't say
you
car.
Just stretch it out.
I said car.
How would you say that, Dirk? How would you say that name?
Ka. Yeah.
Brian Ka.
Brian Ka.
Yeah.
I like that.
Brian Ka with a super
Like
chat.
Brian Ka.
I think we're getting punchy. All right, here we go. So shiny. Spinning it in 3, 2, 1.
Alberto, you were one of the shelf selections. If you missed it at the beginning, you'll get tagged on Wednesday.
Was he? Which one's his?
Plastic.
Nice.
Plastic plate. I can't say it. Plastic Platarium.
Gotcha.
It was the crap. Which picture was it?
I don't know. Let's see.
It was like my third pick.
There we go.
Yeah, the scaphoid one that we loved.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. So Jin, reach out to Dirk, unless Dirk already has your information. You know what? That's a good question. With all the customers of Wolf King Customs over the years, do you have that information as far as like all the shipping information? And I know there was like some sort of rewards program that he had. Like what's the story with all that?
The rewards program shouldn't change at all. And I'm not gonna mess with that. So if people have like points and everything,
you might need to like put your hand up to the camera or something, Jesse. You got like the camera got real fuzzy there, maybe, and then pull it back. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Face just really fuzzy. Sorry.
Yeah, it might have been it.
Yeah, that shouldn't change on the site at all.
Okay.
As far as people's shipping information, I have my pirate ship account. That's what I use for shipping.
Okay.
And when you go through the checkout with the website and stuff, you have to put in your address and everything. So if it's an address I don't have, I'll save it. Because I'm not gonna get like Lynn's pirate ship account or anything with all of his saved addresses. So that's
awesome.
not a big deal, but yeah,
makes sense. So when are you expecting like the whole revamp to be kind of complete, as far as, where I can go on there and I see Dirk stuff, I see the Immortal collections, I can order online. I've got, Brian C stuff and Mark Rivera and Meal and Steven. Like when do you kind of anticipate that like big launch of everything's up and running?
I'm aiming for like first week of December. It gives me a month. Like from the end of Legions Con, it gives me about a month to get everything on there. Because I am working with several new people. Some of those, getting Brian's stuff on there might be, might take a little more time, or getting Immortal Collection stuff. Those things might take a little bit more. Unless I get everything at Legions Con, if I get all the files on a thumb drive, then I'll have them ready to go. So
now, I know you had talked about kind of categorizing things and stuff. The other thing is that I love Lynn to death, but some of the names for his stuff completely unsearchable. Any plans to fix some of that to where, like, if I'm looking for a demon succubus lady, I can type in like demon or succubus or something and not have to type in his wife's name because for some reason he made an evil version of his wife. Is there plans for that?
Yeah, even if I don't change names necessarily, to make sure that there are enough tags on an item that you can find it. Even just trying to separate, female head sculpts, male head sculpts,
goblins, if I want to look up,
goblins, orcs, dwarves, all that. And then depending on how far I can break things down, even just have it by sculptor, like by the designer and everything, to have, where Brian will have his own tab. If you're looking for some crab bodies, you can just click on Brian's tab and boom, it'll take you to all of his products.
That's right. You heard it here, folks. If you want crabs, go to Brian.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about, I saw a comment earlier. A question earlier. I'm not sure who asked it, but God's Fire. Is it dead? Is it alive? Is it just kind of a historical archive of parts now? Or do you feel like there's going to be new stuff for God's Fire?
So I have talked to Lord Bushati. He's still very much interested in keeping God's Fire alive.
As should we all in our hearts.
Yes. Legions Con, I think, will be the best time to get some FaceTime with both Emil and Steven to talk about the future of that line specifically. And maybe it just needs a new I was going to say a new flame to rekindle it, and that just kind of seems too on the nose.
No, it's fine. Yeah, so something to kind of reinvigorate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Someone's going to carry the torch to a new pyre.
Yes,
and
sure.
Yes.
Let the signal fires rise up.
Yeah.
And no, Brian, I'm not going to specify which Brian.
Yeah, just go to Brian, get crabs.
Go to Brian, get crabs eventually.
Yeah.
Online.
Very cool. So I've got one more thing for both of you guys, really, but one table that you're specifically looking forward to going to at Legions Con.
Wolf King Customs.
Besides Wolf King Customs.
I'm really excited to get my hands on Emil's book.
Yes.
I am very excited for that. Oh man, there's this it is a super tough question.
This is really mean since several table vendors are in the chat. I'm going to say all of them because I'm not going to get to any of them.
Just no, there. I'll tell you what. You can give me, give me 3. 3 that you're like, hey, I really need to get to this one. Because I know as a vendor, it's hard. Now it's going to be a little bit easier this year because we're starting at 9 instead of 8, which was fucking ridiculous. But so we've got a little bit more time in the morning. But you know, yeah, 2 or 3 spots that you're like, I definitely got to try to make time in my day as a vendor to get to that table.
Euro Legions for the exclusive dog head sculpts.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that I've got on the radar.
It's
and
table
definitely 4. The Dang Studios to get the coloring book.
29.
Those are items I know are going to go fast. Emil's book, Dusty and Ange's coloring book, and those dog head sculpts. I'm not sure if they've said that there's a limit on those, like they only made so many. With Euro Legion,
I believe Rich said too, if you buy any of those exclusive ones, he will also do a drawing for you.
Yeah.
Which is quite special.
Yeah. And I like to do
something else I don't think I've actually announced. I will also be carrying Noah Pratt's sculpts.
Wow.
Wolf King's going to be carrying.
Mic drop.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
Another. I might talk to the Euro boys to see if they want a U.S. distributor for any of their products.
Wow.
I know
I
they're
would
all
say that is a scoop explosion.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
What was that?
Jesse, 2 or 3 tables that you definitely need to make sure you get to. And that's not saying that they're better than other tables.
No,
I know. I
got to throw my little stupid, not funny jokes out when I get the chance.
I get you.
I got to get the new coloring book from Dusty and Ange.
That answer was already taken.
But I'm not him. We might be both wearing yellow sweatshirts, but we are different people.
Yeah, but we're trying to throw love to some other tables. But okay, go ahead.
I'll get you one.
Okay. I've locked in an order for a trash can, not a trash can, a trash can. Nope. He had Trevor his
lunchbox.
Thank you. So
you
I don't
use
need
to hold trash if you want. That's probably what Dirk has in his.
I got to get something from Drunk Gizmo because I get something from him every year, or he feels sad for me and gives me something every year. So I'm going to try to not make him feel sad for me. And from Carver, I think I've gotten something at Carver, the CarverCon exclusives at least every year, at least the last 2 years. So yeah. So Carver, Drunk Gizmo. Oh, that's 2. I didn't say a third because the trash can didn't count. Lunchbox.
Why doesn't it count?
Because I don't have to
you pre-order.
He put up if you want one.
Gotcha.
I guess I kind of pre-ordered one. I don't know how that works.
Well, you could also get a calendar from him.
I do want to get a calendar. I'll go with. Shoot, I'll be that guy. Legion's Con. I want the exclusives.
Okay.
Or is that a given?
No, that's fine.
Fine. Detour.
I just read that too. I really want to get
his
one
little
of those
space
boats.
probes he had at ToyCon last week. I don't know if you saw that. It's like a single pilot space pod ship.
That one looked cool.
Looks really cool. He does have different ships now that don't have the dragon heads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the least cringy probes that you can have, really, when you think about it. So
I feel like there's only 2 types of probes that are really cringy, maybe 3.
Well, I'm gonna say I've already pre-ordered some stuff from Arthas, but I think that's a table that everybody should make it to, and I'm not even sharing the screen, but everybody should make it to Arthas's table. 79. It's in the back row. He changes his table throughout the convention, and it like he always has just an amazing display. So definitely would say that one. I was really impressed last year with Lone Wolf Labs. their stuff is fantastic. They got a bunch of different things. They've got small pieces and large pieces and DTOF size and not just for mythics or cosmic. Like they've got, you know, if you want a piece for like Batman or whatever, like they've got a bunch of different stuff there. And including some stuff for like Figure Obscura, which is just fantastic. So I definitely want to make sure I make it to their table. And then
they had really cool stuff at ToyCon last week. So if that's any indicator of what's going to be at Legion's Con, and he was just on Legion's Lounge Monday. So
awesome. And then I would say, let me see who's out in the hall.
Table 30. We didn't go through the tables by numbers, John.
30 is Carver Customs.
Oh,
so
we did. It's one of the ones I want to get to.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's tough. There's so many good ones, but I think 45 will probably, if I remember right, I believe that's the one where Blaze Bear is sharing that with Noble Bear. And Blaze just brings some awesome stuff. Like his paint jobs are phenomenal. So I think that would be another one that I'd want to stop by and see what they have. But I mean, there's no wrong answers here. Oh yeah. Arthas's table. Like that's a must. Like, I mean, that's my number one. Like each year, I definitely gotta, you know, if I don't see anything else, I gotta see Arthas's table. So, but I also agree with what you guys said. Like, you know, getting a calendar from Trevor, getting that book from Emil is awesome. Brian always has awesome stuff. So, you know, there's a ton of great stuff here, and a bunch of vendors too. You know, I know Jeremy's talked about that, but you know, a bunch of vendors here, and I would imagine, I haven't heard specifics, but I know like Wade had a exclusive last year. I wouldn't be surprised if he has one. I wouldn't be surprised if Vala has one. Has there been any specifics about exclusives from vendors that you guys have heard?
No, I mean, there's some have advertised like here and there. Vala's exclusive isn't, I don't think it's just for Legion's Con. I think it's just like a convention exclusive, but Legion's Con might be your first opportunity to get it.
Gotcha.
Wade does have an exclusive for Legion's Con.
Patrick said Vala does have one. So
it's that, like, what, Day of the Dead, the Lost Memorial Day. Yeah.
Which is coming up November 2nd. No, 1st. 2nd? 1st. I don't know.
Gotcha.
1st.
Trevor did start a post a little while ago for anyone that does have a Legion's Con exclusive to like post a picture and everything.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm sure that's since been buried.
I want to correct, not dial back, but I didn't pre-order the lunchbox with Trevor. He asked for people who would be interested in picking them up at the show. So I guess it's not locked in for me per se, but he knows I want one.
I will say though that there is some stuff that you can kind of pay for ahead of time, which I think helps. Like for me, like I know I'm picking up a boat from Detour that I've already paid for. I've already paid for some pillars from Carver Customs. I've paid for some customs from Arthas. So, you know, if you can lock down some of that stuff ahead of time, you know, that's not necessarily a bad idea. So
Titan Toy Expo is going to have the Vala.
Oh, the Vala. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's that's what it was. Yeah. Vala has the Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
I'm also interested to see what Big Bad Workshop has.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've been putting out some really cool stuff. So
yeah, I wonder, are they going to have stuff for sale, or are they just showing off their prototypes and stuff?
The last couple of shows I've been to, they've had some Monster Force figures.
Okay.
They've had some Monster Force figures for sale. Some like t-shirts and stuff. They have a ton of figures on display though. Like a lot of really cool stuff. They have that Cops and Crooks.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
They had that figure on display. He looks awesome.
The bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they have some more exclusives. They have their new female figures for Monster Force.
Oh yeah,
they've been shown. So they had some prototypes up. So they might have some paint masters to show off. Yeah, I think they'll bring some cool stuff.
There's just a ton of great stuff here. And
that's just the main room.
Yeah.
Like there's stuff in the hallway. There's stuff over in the studio room.
Oh,
like
the Glio
stuff.
The Sideshow collectibles.
Nate's he teased something about what was original oil paintings or something.
Yeah, he's gonna have some original paintings for sale.
Which
I would say just one more call out here. Like, you're not gonna want to miss this row right here. Like, that is a super fucking talented row.
Sure.
You know, you got Dennis and Noah and Eric Miller, Eric LeBron, and then Brian Burke. Like, that is that's a murderer's row fucking lineup.
There's not a bad aisle to spend any aisle you could spend your entire wad on in one go.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a couple booths you could just do it all in one booth. And I'm not even talking the Horseman stuff.
Yeah. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Can't wait. And then let's see. Let's go down here. This is what you guys were talking about. So yeah, Sideshow. I think that's going to be interesting. I was asking this the other night on one of the shows, but what do you guys think? Like, obviously they're going to debut something at G-Con, right? Like there's something that they've already kind of shown that there's going to be like some sort of announcement. So I would imagine they'll have that there, but they've got 2 tables. So do you feel like they're going to have stuff for sale or just stuff for display, or like what is taking up 2 tables here in your guys' mind?
Sometimes vendors also just like a large spread.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like not a show of force, but just
it's like a mini showroom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to think that they'll have some of their wares on display just to kind of show people that aren't familiar with their line, so that Court of the Dead, like Court of the Dead stuff is right up, Mythic Legion's alleys.
For the longest time, I thought Court of the Dead and Mythic Legions were the same thing.
Yeah.
Like before I got any figures, I thought they were, because Advent of Decay was on Big Bad Toy Store. So I saw Advent of Decay, Court of the Dead. I thought there was like a connection there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
My theory is we're going to get revealed whatever the first 1 or 2 product that they're going to unveil at G-Con. I think G-Con is going to be similar to last year, where it's going to be a smaller, awesome wave and then more stuff. I don't think it's going to be all just a Mythic Legions wave. So I think we're going to get the reveal of the Sideshow stuff during G-Con, and they'll be on display with other stuff at their booth.
Yeah,
that's my
Sideshow may not have a small 10x10 booth, so they may need the extra room, I guess, like for their normal setup. So
if you look at any of the pictures from PowerCon the last couple of years, last couple of years they had it. Like it was, I think they had almost an entire, at least half of a side or an entire like cube.
Yeah.
And it was set up kind of like a mini gallery where they had a couple things on display. I think they had some like tables where you could like look at stuff. So it'll be really cool to look at whatever it is and however much they have.
And they might have, I'm sure they'll have some sort of like, QR code or whatever to where you could see something there on display and immediately go and pre-order it or whatever.
I think it's still up somewhere. There is a link where you can get notified as soon as that stuff goes active for the Sideshow reveals.
Gotcha.
That they announced after G-Con last year. So just like the RPG tabletop game for Mythic Legions, if you go to the Source Horseman, go to that, you can get on the list for when that goes live next year.
So first Sideshow piece, I'm assuming we all think it's a statue, right? Like is that what our thoughts are?
That's 100% what I think it is.
They've done busts in the past, so something more affordable and space saving. They can knock out more characters that way. I think we'll get like an Arethyr bust, just something wild in their style. But we also might see like 2 or 3 busts of other like
Gotcha. So you're going the bust route is what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll get both. If depending on their free reign with the licensing of the characters, I can't imagine they would just do one. That they'll want to offer more, and different scales, because not everyone collects statues or has the space or the money for things. Some busts.
What you're thinking, Arethyr? Is that what your prediction is?
If they're doing a full statue, I think, and not maybe they'll offer all four down the line. But yeah, I really think Arethyr is going to be the first, and then
he has all the elements that I think would be a great way to show off what Sideshow could do with a sculpt of a myth, like a non-posable Mythic Legions figure.
The wings, the fire, the flaming sword,
whatever the base is going to be.
A bunch of little goblins clawing at some rocks.
I think you guys, I think that's right. I mean, it feels like if I'm trying to think of what would pull in Mythic fans, but also what would just appeal to anybody that like they would just look at it and go, I don't know what this line is, but this is badass.
Yeah,
I think an Arethyr statue would be that thing. I think Necro could be the same as far as pulling in people from the outside, but since we just got Necronominus as a figure, I don't know that. I feel like that might be overkill on the skeletons and stuff at this point, so might need to wait a little bit. But yeah, I think Arethyr would be good to start with.
MJ saying, aren't they doing a Sideshow figure? I think this is no knowledge. I feel like unless they addressed it during G-Con, I don't know if they specifically did or not, or if Jeremy addressed it on one of the shows. In my mind, I feel like somebody said something, we already make figures, so it's not going to be a figure, but that could just be my imagination.
I'm pretty sure during G-Con, they specifically mentioned like a statue, a premium.
Something static.
Yeah. And that's what they're known for. They're
because Hot Toys is more the figure side of Sideshow. And,
and then obviously like Retro Rags here is where you can get your gift if you're wearing your Retro Rag gear. Here's the Nate Barch booth where you guys already talked about him having some original paintings that, I mean, that's mind blowing that he's going to have originals there. That'll be awesome.
That's going to be expensive. I don't know what the numbers are, but original art as it should be is expensive. So if you're interested in that, be prepared to take out like a second mortgage or something. Maybe not. I don't know how that works, but it's original art's pricey as it should.
You got the mini Glycon going on, and then there's the store, the fair storefront.
That's
so yeah. So awesome. Well, that is Legions Con, and it's coming up. It's going to be on us pretty quickly. I know Jesse said we'll have Drunk Gizmo next week. He hasn't confirmed that, but that's our plan.
He said the calendar's clear for him.
Okay. So but I would say if there's anybody else out there that either wants to come on to talk about Legions Con, you've got a story about why Jesse booed a proposal. Anybody else that's interested in being on, we can have more.
That has nothing to do with the proposal.
Let us know. Say what now?
I said Buddha didn't have anything to do with the proposal.
No, Jesse did. So yeah, let us know. We can have a bunch of people on. So, there you go. Jay says he totally has a story. So,
all right,
there you go.
You got it, Jay. You're on in 2 weeks.
No, we'll do next week with
all right.
Yeah, we're gonna bring
Jay and Alexander next week. Yeah. It's a date.
Yeah.
Bring a swig. Bring a swig custom.
Yes. Bring a custom
swig. Oh yeah. Bring a swig.
Bring a swig.
Yeah, it could just be a regular swig, could be a custom swig, could be the Little Legions has a swig in there. So if you buy a Little Legions coloring book from Dusty, you could tear out that page, color it up, bring that with you. Yeah. So
or photocopy
or make a popsicle puppet.
Photocopy it 500 times.
There you go.
Boom, 1,000 swigs.
Yes, MJ.
Boom.
Don't forget about going to subscribe to Freaks Figures over on Instagram.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Get Trevor to 3,000 so Curtis can be on.
Yep. And
Wait, weren't you just on 2 weeks ago?
On Legion's Lounge, yeah. But it was really Darla. I was just kind of there. I was the sidekick.
Well, I mean,
No.
you
were the minion.
You made that.
I was
bet.
the minion.
Like,
I was 100% the minion. So
yeah.
I had today. She came in clutch today. I was working on a custom, and there was just a piece that just wasn't working. I was like this isn't working. I can't figure it out. It's a soft good thing, and I was like, I need some help. She's like, well, I can do X, Y, and Z. And I was like, absolutely. And she just stopped what she was doing and put it together.
Oh,
I was able
she'll
to
make
finish what I was
some
doing.
custom soft
So
goods for you, but not. I see how it is.
she was, yeah. It was awesome. So
I'm kidding, Darla. I love you. It was a crazy request for me to throw at you 5 weeks before Legion's gone.
she is she's ramping up. She just finished she finished the Uksak capes just recently.
Ooh.
She's working on some of the Thistlethorn ones. So, and she's got a bunch of new stuff that I think people will be interested in. So
Are the Uzak capes like snag resistant?
I mean, I've never had them snag on anything.
I mean, he didn't die.
Oh, you mean snag the character can't steal them?
No, so like when he keeps falling over and like catching
gotcha.
stuff that he's not, snagging the cape.
Yeah,
Joe
I've not had that
just
problem.
coming in here. Hey guys, in case you didn't know, I'm a studio employee person and I know stuff you don't know, and I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Sounds like
Joe.
everything we've been saying is
I mean,
correct.
Joe could come on and tell his story about why Jesse booed a wedding proposal. So
Yeah, Joe, come on, come on the show and tell a story.
Just come. Yeah. And don't forget, folks, Monday after Legion's Con, Echevarria Compound, Three Amigos.
Does he have enough parking?
No,
I don't know.
No.
I mean there's a cul-de-sac, but
okay.
That's French for
The sack. All right. What else we got, Jesse? Anything before we close up the show?
I know we got some special stuff coming up. No surprise. I'm going to spoil this here. We do have a Jeremy Gerard coming up 2 weeks before Legion's Con, as is custom.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our special table mate show the week before the convention.
Yep, we'll have the McCoys and Brian and Mark Rivera and one sweet Darla.
Mark might be there. Man, I can't talk. Mark, unfortunately, is not going to make it to the show this year. But we will have Mark Star Media, Mark Rivera stuff at the table. So he will be there with us in spirit. And maybe we'll still get him on the show to talk about what he'll be having, but we'll see how that works.
Yeah, it's been a wild show. I mean, hey, you know what, Mike? That's what you got to do when you're in a ratings war. You gotta get a little crazy. So,
I love that it's such a novelty when I swear that people are like, "Oh."
I just love
Ride
the
in
fact
the
that
car
we got
with
you
you for
both
10
in yellow
minutes.
sweatshirts. That this has been just an amazing night.
It's surprisingly comfortable. Like I thought I was going to be sweating in seconds, but it's nice. And
Where did you get the demon one?
Derpy?
Yeah,
Derpy came from the Netflix store.
Oh, they got a store?
Netflix has a store, and they have like like their most popular section right now is the K-pop Demon Hunter section.
Really?
So it's like official.
I didn't know they had a store.
Yeah.
Huh.
Light sticks go on sale first week in November. Got to get me one.
I was looking for something to watch today with Darla, and I saw K-pop Demon Hunter is still #1 on Netflix. Man, that thing is just not going away. It's killing it.
Might try to force Dirk to watch it tonight before bed.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen it yet, so honestly, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'd watch it tonight.
Hey,
yeah,
nice watch party.
Best sleepover ever.
Yeah,
very nice. Very nice.
I'm not wearing my matching hoodie while we watch it. It won't. That will be uncomfortable.
I'm going to try to get a couple videos out this week. I found I had somebody reach out to me for a paint match on Necronominus skeletons. Found a pretty quick, easy match on that this weekend while I was on Mod Squad. So I'll try to do a quick video on that. I also know that we've got the scaphoid coming up. And I did how they do that with Patrick, but I'll probably try to do just a little quick video on that, just showing that scaphoid match because it's super freaking easy. So maybe just try to do a couple short videos that I put out this week. And then Saturday, don't forget, folks, I've got the big giveaway, 2,000 subscribers. You have until Friday night to join as a member to be eligible for the member prizes on Saturday. So there you go.
Oh, and I think there's 15 minutes left if you want to order your Legacies of Mythos direct from Store Horseman.
Yes.
And I believe, I don't know if it's tomorrow, but soon it will be going up for retailers if you want to work with any of their payment plans or however they work it. So,
Jesse, you got anything coming up this week? Any lore or live painting?
I know.
Or anything?
I think the lore and more is going to be on hold, except for any of the ones I do for the stuff I'm bringing to Legion's Con. I'm just so focused on painting. The fact that I didn't paint anything today is driving me a little bit insane because I got in a real nice groove yesterday. But yeah, I might do some more live, just impromptu lives during the week. But I really like doing it with my music and can't really stream music on Instagram. So, but yeah, so. Well, there'll definitely be more stuff coming up as we get closer to Legion's Con, but for now I got to focus. So a little hiatus on the lore and more, but I will pick up with it again and get back to it once things calm down.
Alexander says another banger of a show. We'll see next week. We'll see what you and Jay bring. That should be an interesting show. Alexander's very laid back and calm, and Jay is very the opposite. so that'll be a fun show. We'll see how that goes. So
thank you, Terrence.
Yep.
And I'm glad your son's excited for the K-pop Demon Hunters customs. So am I. I hope I get them all that I want to do done for it.
I've got to say, I know it was a work in progress picture that you shared this week, but the parts that you picked and just the silhouette of it looked fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
So I know, Emil has talked about when he's doing tributes and stuff, he's really focusing on the shape of things and like the silhouette. And when I looked at it, I was like, Jesse fucking nailed the silhouette of those. So
Jay says I can be laid back, and Dirk says I can change that.
Oh, you mean Alexander? Yeah.
What did I say?
You said Dirk.
Oh.
You got Dirk on the brain.
Well, because it says drunk, and my eyes are going blurry. I need glasses.
Awesome. Oh, we got smart Jesse.
Mm.
From now on, I need you to put those on every time that you correct me on something. Anytime you actually, I want you to put those on.
So you want me to just leave them on all the time?
Fuck you.
Boom roasted.
Yeah. Well, until next time, folks.
Who's your Wolf King? No!